came before the egg. With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company, and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Time for an oil change. We've got a great deal that can help you get it done. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Pennzoil High Mileage Motor Oil, an STP Extended Life Oil Filter, and an STP Air Filter for just $32.99. And you can get it all fast, your way. Just order online with our free same-day store pickup or next-day delivery. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions, Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move with the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
Hey, it's Mike Missinelli here for Landis Block and Concrete. There is nothing like having a beautiful backyard. Think of many things you can do with it. You can sit outside on a nice little patio, have a nice glass of wine, have a few friends over to cook on your Landis Block outdoor kitchen. Turn your backyard into a personal paradise with Landis Block. They're the resource center for all outdoor living. All you need is imagination, space, and a budget. Check out the photo gallery at landisbc.com. That's landisbc.com for Landis Block, jaw-dropping outdoor paradises.
What's up, guys? It's Andrew. I love betting on basketball because I'm always finding new player props or game props that I like. And what's cool about FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino is you can combine these props with other bets from the same game to score an even bigger payout. It's called a same-game parlay bet, and you can only find them on FanDuel. You like your squad from Philadelphia in a specific game? Why don't you bet that, bet the spread, take Embiid's over in points, take Embiid's over in rebounds, you put them all together, beautiful. If you haven't tried FanDuel Sportsbook yet, new users get a risk-free bet up to $1,000. Just place a bet and FanDuel will refund you up to $1,000 back in site credit if you don't win. And right now, new and existing users can get up to $25 in site credit back each day if your parlay falls one leg short with same-game parlay insurance. You heard that right, every day. That's why I bet on FanDuel. The app is so simple to use. They have fast withdrawals, live betting, and special promotions. So just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today to try same-game parlay and use promo code FANATIC at sign-up. That's promo code FANATIC.
Must be 21 plus and present in NJ or PA. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $25. Terms apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Home of 76ers basketball.
And a jam! And B with a slide jam!
Flyers hockey.
It's time! Travis connecting!
And Anthony Gargano, weekdays from 10 to 2.
To you, dude, I love you.
Plug in. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's the Fanatic 500.
Yes, it is the Fanatic 500. Your chance to win $500 from 97.5 The Fanatic. Text the word currency to 45911. That's the word currency, CURRENCY. Or you can enter it on the Fanatic mobile app or at 97.5thefanatic.com. One winner selected at random will win $500. Everyone that enters on our app or website will be qualified for a $10,000 grand prize. The Fanatic 500 is sponsored by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Get complete rules for this company-wide contest at 97.5thefanatic.com. And please remember to never text and drive. Good luck.
It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz? Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Go Cuz. How you doing?
Stairs rips one into the night.
Stolen by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Ray rocked the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Look, Cuz, don't even try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Well, good Monday morning, Philadelphia. I'm Andrew Salchunas. Anthony will be in today because dealing with a personal matter. I'm sure he'll talk about it when he comes in. I know he mentioned it last week, the passing of his good friend's father. So Anthony's at the funeral today. He will be in at some point during the show. So until he gets here, I'll be the opener. Instead of the starting pitcher, I'll be the opener like baseball likes to do sometimes. Connor Thomas, as always, sticking around, producing the show. So thank you, Connor, for sticking around. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I hope people enjoyed the Masters. If you watched, I'll tell you one thing. I watched Sunday, and that was it. It's not that I don't care. It's, all right, I'll watch the first 3 rounds. One guy's going to be in first place, and he's most likely not going to win. Now, Matsuyama won yesterday, which was awesome. First Japanese golfer to ever win the Masters tournament, so congratulations to him. But it was a nice day yesterday. I know the weather wasn't all that great, but in the end, a beautiful weekend, and a beautiful way to end the weekend was last night when the Phillies, I know they lost the series to Atlanta, but the Phillies end up pulling Game 3 out of their rear ends by winning with Alec Bohm not touching home plate. Let's just get it out of the way now. Alec Bohm did not touch home plate. Okay? Alec Bohm was not safe. Alec Bohm was tagged out by Travis d'Arnaud. Alec Bohm should not have been awarded a run. Okay? Didi Gregorius should not have been awarded an RBI. The Phillies should not have been awarded a run scored. The Phillies should not have been leading in the bottom of the ninth. The Phillies should not have ended the bottom of the ninth with a victory. That game should have gone to extra innings. But you know what? I'm here to tell you one thing. As Stephen A. Smith once said, we don't care. We don't care. Phillies get the win in Atlanta yesterday for Game 3 of that series. And, then all hell breaks loose. You got fans throwing things on the field. You got guys taking shots at a city that the game wasn't even being played in, which we will get to at some point because it's just such ridiculous. It's just asinine at this point that we still do the throwing things on the field, and we'll get into that later on. It's not the lead topic today, but one of the things that I really want to get into to start the show is about the Phillies and also about the Sixers and how we sort of ride and die by every single game. We go through the motions constantly. Like there's, when they win, we're sky high. When they lose, we want fire this guy, trade this person. It's terrible. We need a new center fielder, which is true. But there's all kinds of stuff. We're always so at the edge of our seat. We're going nuts. We can't just enjoy the ride. Now I'll tell you this, and I talked about this a few years ago during the Fanatic baseball show, RIP. The way I watch baseball and the way that I try to figure out a team. So, you know the roster going into it, right? You do spring training. You know baseball in general. We all knew that center field was going to be a problem. There's one person here, Pat Egan, who still believes in Adam Hazley. Everybody else knows that he just hits choppers at third base every time he plays. We all know that Roman Quinn's a one-tool player. He's got elite speed that not many other people have in Major League Baseball, but can't do anything else. Let's just face it, he can't. We all knew the center field position was going to be an issue. We all kind of have our questions with the back end of the rotation. You saw Matt Moore got lit up yesterday. He got out of jams his first start against the Mets, but he wasn't able to get out of those jams last night, and that's why he got tattooed a little bit. Obviously we have our concerns with Chase Anderson, who's on the mound today. We all have our, I don't want to say worries with Aaron Nola, but we all know what it is. Aaron Nola's probably the best pitcher on this staff for a lot of people. They think that. Not me. I think Zach Wheeler. But there's also the months of September where he is falling apart, and his ERA in the month of September is above 4. Like, we know the team. We do. But when I watch the Phillies, or when I watch any baseball team and I try to figure out who they are, I go by blocks of 10 games, or 9, because it's typically a 3-game series. So, when I looked at this Phillies team so far, the lineup, I think, is going to hit. We've seen it the last couple of games. I don't think the first couple of games where they were only scoring 2 runs, that was going to be a norm. No, I thought that this team was going to start hitting, and they started doing that. And I didn't panic when they won 3-2, 2-1. Like, no, the offense was going to wake up. Center field, going into it. Again, we knew it was going to be an issue, and so far, to start the season, through these 9 games, we know that center field is going to continue to be an issue. Not Adam Hazley and Roman Quinn aren't going to all of a sudden turn into all-stars. It's not going to happen. We knew going into the season the bullpen would be improved compared to last year. Not hard to do that compared to last year, but we knew the bullpen would be better. And through 9 games, again, we see an improvement from a lot of aspects of the bullpen. Really, the worst game was when Vince Velasquez pitched, and we already know who Vince Velasquez is. So I like to look at it 3 series at a time, 9 games at a time, 10 games at a time. because it's a 162 game season, damn it. Like, it's a long season. And we will go crazy. I already see people doing it with the Sixers. Riding and dying every single game. You're up and down. You're going nuts. I see it every single game. It's an 82-game season, right? Baseball's 162. We can't. It's literally double. We can't do that for baseball. And I kind of want to bring back something that happened yesterday when I was doing the show with Jamie, Chunas and the Bro Show, every Sunday, 9 a.m. to noon. Right before the show starts, Jamie and I put out our we're coming up at 9 o'clock. And I get a tweet from a guy who says, make sure you talk about the Phillies and how you can't buy into them because they are clearly frauds. We're seeing it now in Atlanta. Now, this was before last night's win. This was before, they ended the 2-game losing streak. So, yes, the Phillies had dropped the first 2 games of the series to the Atlanta Braves. They fell to 5-3 with those 2 losses. And I started hearing the voice in the back of my head, which is Anthony. And Anthony always tries to remind me to not overreact to one person on social media, right? And I go, all right, fine. But I brought it up on the show because I just had to be like, is there anyone else that actually feels this way? And sure enough, I start getting other tweets. Yeah, they're being exposed to the Atlanta Braves. Braves have a better lineup. Braves have a better rotation. Braves have a better bullpen. And let me just say this. That all may be true. But that's why I'm sure Connor, hundreds and hundreds of people picked the Braves to be the winners in the NL East. And that the Phillies will contend for the NL East and hopefully be a wild card team come September. Like, I feel like a lot of people felt that same way. I don't think it's crazy to have thought that. So, more and more tweets start coming in. And then the game last night happens. When Sam Coonrod gives up the home run, you would think that it was a grand slam to put the Phillies down 3. It was to Ronald Acuna Jr., who's one of the best players in baseball, one of the clutchest hitters in baseball, ties the game. Are we still kind of maybe damaged from last year and how I know, Connor, you feel that way, that you still have that feeling in the back of your mind just how bad it was last year. I get it, but I also can't help but go, wait a minute, it's not the same bullpen. And wait a minute, it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And wait a minute, this happens in baseball. Like, ERAs in the bullpen aren't 0. But when that happened, that home run happened, the reaction on social media, you would think that they just gave up a grand slam to lose Game 7 of the World Series. And I'm like, oh, hold on, guys, hold on. We got to relax. Because they eventually pull out the win. Was Alec safe? No. But they pulled out the win. They're 6-3 to start the season. Against the Atlanta Braves, who the Phillies were exposed to. The Phillies are 4-2 so far to start the early season against the Atlanta Braves. They swept them to start the season. And then they end up pulling out a gritty win late last night. They're now 6-3 on the season, 4-2 against the Braves. They're about to start another series with the Mets. They're going to face that Peterson dude again, who they torched last time they faced him. So can I please just ask one thing? Can we all relax a little bit? It's been 9 games of a 162-game season. I know we're all scarred from what happened last year with the bullpen, center field, which is still the center field spot. Same center field spot, I get it. Rhys Hoskins was a mess last year. He's clearly not this year, even though for some reason Andrew Knapp played first base then the game Saturday. That was weird to me. Whatever. Regardless, I know we were scarred last year. I know we've been scarred for multiple years with the collapses late in seasons under Gabe Kapler and the Matt Klentak regime. I understand all of this. But it's a new regime. It's a new manager who hasn't been perfect, but it's a new manager. It's a new bullpen. It's still a strong first 3 in the rotation. And the Phillies are 6-3 through the first 9 games. So 610-632-0975 is the number to get in. And I have to talk to you guys about this. We have to try to find out the way to react to Phillies baseball. Now, I love, and Connor, last week when I had to start the show last week, I brought this up. I was happy that the Phillies lost that one game to the Mets. The reason why was not because I was happy they lost. I was happy when I saw the reaction from Phillies fans. I saw more reaction than I had combined in the last 3 years because people are obviously caring. And when people care, they're going to care about every single game, and that's great. And that's why we care about every single game with the Sixers, and we can't just look big picture, and I have a Sixers thing about that coming up. We can't just see that the Sixers have been the 1 seed for pretty much the entire season. Pretty much the entire season, the Sixers have been on top of the Eastern Conference. And they should win tonight. The Nets could lose tonight. Sixers could be a game up. And then they're playing each other Wednesday. The Sixers could be up 2 games over the Brooklyn Nets come midweek. I'm not saying it's a lock, but they could be, right? And yet we still go crazy every single game. And oh my God, they're going to fail in the playoffs. And Ben's not going to be good. And this, that, the third. I hear more negative talk when it comes to the Sixers daily than positive talk, which makes no sense because the Sixers are the top seed in the Eastern Conference. I'm now hearing the Phillies are frauds after 2 losses in a series to one of the best teams in baseball, at least projected to be, and the Phillies have so far gone 4-2 against that team to start the season. They're 6-3. So I want to know, how should we, as a collective fan base, yes, I want the passion every single game. I do. But we're going to go crazy if we're calling a team frauds after 2 games. We have to find the exact science because we're going too far with the Eagles-type reactions with the Sixers, and that's an 82-game season. This is 162. I know Phillies baseball hasn't been good for years. I know we haven't been happy with this team for a long time. They haven't made the playoffs since 2011, the second longest active playoff drought in Major League Baseball. That's a fact. The Seattle Mariners only have a longer one. I know it's been a long time since we've had a relevant baseball team, an exciting baseball team, a team with expectations. But we need to find out the science on how to break down, how to watch a Phillies season. And it can't just be every game we go nuts, sky high, or falling apart, trade everybody. Yes, I know we react that way. We're a reactionary fan base. All fan bases should be. But we also have to take that step back sometimes. So Connor Thomas, who's sitting in my chair to start the show, am I crazy in thinking maybe we should kind of just relax?
No, you're not. I mean, you just laid it out there perfectly. We need to take the losses with a grain of salt this early. They're 9 games in. They're 3 series in. They've only played 2 different teams. And the biggest thing I think that we need to look at to temper the reaction, yeah, losing games stinks. It sucks losing to Atlanta. It sucks having the trouble they had down in Turner and now Truist Park down in Atlanta playing on the road against the Braves. They haven't been great.
It's also a very good team.
Exactly. And the Mets as well. Those are 2 teams preseason that were definitely top 10 teams in baseball on just about everybody's list. The Braves are a top 5 team in baseball preseason. Yep. You look at who they've played and how they've played them. Like, you couldn't beat the Marlins last year. You fell apart down the stretch. What they've put out, the effort they've put out against the teams they have, like the Mets haven't performed, sure, but that roster is good. The Braves had a rough start. They got swept out of the first series against the Phillies. That's a good roster. They have a player in Ronald Acuna who's gotten off to an incredibly hot start right now. Who's probably your favorite MVP candidate, and I know it's early. But guys, you got to look at who the team's playing, what the team's expectations were. Like their over/under was 81.5 wins.
Yeah, and they're 6-3 through 9.
Right.
Start.
Accept what they are. Be glad with what they've done so far. And don't fall apart after 1 game or 2 games out of 162. It's just nuts, and you nailed it perfectly in your intro.
All right, thank you, Connor. So that's one of the first things I want to get into is the way we should really react to a course of a season, especially now, right? It's April 12th. We want to go up and down crazy come August, come September. Yeah, of course, because that's going to be the home stretch, and the Phillies will most likely be in it. They should be. You just saw through the first 9 games, the first 3 series of the season, that this team's pretty damn good. Are they elite? No, I don't think so. I think they have a good lineup. I will still go Braves lineup greater than Phillies lineup. I will. Rotation is a question mark with the Braves because I don't know if Max Fried's really a number 1 in the rotation. I know Soroka's hurt, but I go, I'm not a big Fried guy. Obviously, Charlie Morton's pretty damn good. Ian Anderson's very good. But you got Nola, Wheeler, and Eflin to start. right? That's a pretty good top 3 in the rotation. I love the Braves bullpen. It is very good. But the Phillies bullpen is pretty damn good too. So we need to kind of look at it differently. It can't be like the Eagles. And it can't be like the Sixers, which we're treating the Sixers like the Eagles. Yes, I want to go nuts after every game because that's what makes this fan base great. I love talking sports with all of you. But we got to take a little bit of a step back when it comes to our overreactions, calling the team frauds because they lost 2 games against one of the better teams in baseball. 610-632-0975. The other stuff that happened in that game yesterday, and we'll get into it. I'll play the audio later on the 10 o'clock hour. The low-hanging fruit of the Philadelphia sports fan. And I'm just tired of it. And, you know, one of the biggest lies, and I'll be real with you guys here. I know I'll catch some flack for this. The no one likes us, we don't care. You're lying to yourself. Because as soon as Matt Vasgersian says that line that he said last night, we all went nuts, and we all want to attack Matt Vasgersian, and he deserves some shrapnel for what he said yesterday. I mean, that was, come on, dude. Enough with the Philadelphia and throwing things on the field and all that kind of stuff. Enough, please. But the idea of no one likes us, we don't care. I'm looking into the YouTube camera right now. You're lying to yourself. Because you know that as soon as somebody takes a shot at us, we go nuts. Because Matt Vasgersian was literally trending in Philadelphia last night for what he had to say. But it is also embarrassing what the Atlanta Braves fans did yesterday, throwing things onto the field. And you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad that it's the shame of it is it should be more of a national thing. Like, oh my God, look at what the Braves fans did yesterday when they didn't get the call they wanted, which again, Alec Bohm was not safe. Alec Bohm was out, but we'll take it as Phillies fans. But the sad thing is that moment, whenever they play that clip, it's going to be of what Vasgersian said. Or unless they play like the Braves broadcast. I don't know what they said in Atlanta. I don't really care. But that's the shame of it is. This is another moment where, hey, it doesn't just happen in Philadelphia. It happens everywhere. And unfortunately, we can't just play that over and over again to be like, yeah, see, those Braves fans are bad too. But no, because we got Vasgersian taking shots at us. We'll play that audio coming up later in the 10 o'clock hour. I mentioned I have a Sixers thing that I want to get into. I kind of touched on it. The fact that this entire season, this team's been pretty much riding away with the top seed in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, they're tied with the Brooklyn Nets right now. And yet the reaction to the Sixers day in and day out is typically more negative than positive, which kind of confuses me. And I don't know what it is. And I need to dive into that mindset. Why is a top seed in the Eastern Conference giving you so much angst? And I get having angst. I have my concerns with Ben. Is Tobias going to disappear in the playoffs this year? Can Joel stay healthy? I have the same angst as everyone else. But it's not getting to the point where it's affecting me to the point where I'm not enjoying the season. There are people that I think are not enjoying the season. They just want to get to the playoffs, and that's it. And I get it. But I'm also like, look, they're the top seed. When's the last time we saw the one-seeded Sixers? 0-1? When I was 6? Let's have some fun here. 610-632-0975. So Phillies and Sixers to start, but there's also an interesting story regarding the Philadelphia Eagles on The Athletic. And, it's kind of like the story that Jeff McClain wrote a few weeks ago and the issues that are within the front office. But The Athletic, they also spoke to sources. And there's some stuff in here where, again, I like the trade that Howie Roseman made to get 3 first-round picks for next year. I like it. But he's not a good drafter, and clearly he's got a lot of issues and demons as a general manager in football. The owner's got a lot of issues. The owner is basically Jerry Jones, just not more in a public light. Now, they won the Super Bowl a few years ago. That's great. But is this going to start crumbling downward? I don't know, because there's a lot of issues when you read this story, especially when it comes to leaking information and that Howie wants to be the guy doing it. I'll read a paragraph on the other side from it. It's just another story where I go, man, I can't take any more of this. 610-632-0975. I'm Andrew Salchunas filling in for the Cuz. He will be here at some point in the 11 o'clock hour right here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatics Sports Update.
Phillies get the dub. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Scott Vallen's team at Scott Capital Group. There are still plenty of reasons to refinance with rates near historical lows. Jump at the chance to save thousands or cash out on your equity in time for that summer pool. Get in touch with Scott Capital Group now at scgloans.com. Phillies beat the Braves last night 7-6, and yes, there was a controversial call in the top of the ninth inning when it looked like Alec Boehm did not touch home plate on a sacrifice fly by Didi Gregorius, but it was reviewed and Boehm was called safe, and we're all thrilled because the Phillies took the 7-6 lead. Hector Neris got the save. Phillies improved their record to 6-3. They are now 4-2 against the Braves this season. They begin another series tonight with the New York Mets. Sixers back in action tonight. Tip-off is at 7:30. You can listen live right here on The Fanatic. They take on the Dallas Mavericks. Flyers with a tough loss yesterday. Maybe time to play taps. Losing to the Sabres. They had the lead, and then Buffalo found a way to come back and just run away with it. This update is also brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Whether it's next-day delivery or getting involved in their local communities, Napa goes above and beyond to serve you because their motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
A look ahead to this week in Philly sports, brought to you by Comcast Business. Bounce forward.
The Sixers are back on the hardwood tonight versus the Mavs, Wednesday versus the Nets, and Friday versus the Clippers. Hear all three games on The Fanatic. The Flyers are back on the ice Tuesday and Thursday versus the Penguins, Saturday versus the Caps, Sunday versus the Islanders. Hear all four games on The Fanatic.
When the unexpected comes calling, bounce forward with Comcast Business. Get internet speeds of up to a gig and a network with added security. Learn more at ComcastBusiness.com.
This is Andrew Salchunas, and it's time to take a trip around the ballpark. And you kind of heard me just talking about to open the show. We all need to take a minute and just relax. I know the Phillies took two tough losses down Atlanta to begin the series, but they end up pulling away the win last night. And you know what? Yes, did they lose the series, but they improved their record to 6-3. And as much as people thought that they looked like frauds and they got exposed against the Braves, ultimately, this season against Atlanta, the Phillies are 4-2. And all you got to keep on doing is keep pounding away at this NL East because it's going to be a tough division, right? The Braves are going to be good all season long. The Nationals are probably going to find their way once they're done dealing with the COVID issues. And the New York Mets are going to be a formidable opponent. And we obviously know the struggles that the Phillies have had with the Marlins through the years. So I just want everybody to take a step back, relax, and just continue to watch the Phillies. The offense got hot last night. It's going to remain hot. The front three of the rotation will continue to be staples for this team. And the bullpen yet again looked good last night. I know they gave up a late home run, but Hector Neris seemed like a clean inning. So that's something we should all be thrilled about. That trip to the ballpark brought to you by Natural Lawn of America, the official lawn care company of spring and the safer alternative in lawn care. Schedule Natural Lawn's full-service program and get free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
New BetMGM customers can turn $1 into $100 when someone hits a dinger. I'm Derek Gunn, and sign up for the BetMGM app using DGUN100. And if you place a $1 moneyline wager on the Phillies or the Mets, you'll get an additional $100 if either team hits a home run. And after the final out, there's no reason to leave your seat. Discover BetMGM's innovative parlay selection builders, daily promotions, boosted odds specials, and more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use the bonus code DGUN100 to win $100 when you wager on the Phillies or the Mets and either team hits a home run. Swing for the fences with BetMGM, the king of sports books. New customer offer, paid and free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. BetMGM Sports in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
To remind pet owners that Progressive covers pets on our auto policy at no extra charge, we're making a really cute pet-themed radio commercial. Hear that snoring? 2 sleeping puppies. Oh, they're awake! And they're heading over to that cute chubby baby that's just sitting there. What? Oh, now they're licking his face. Words will never do this justice. You'll just have to picture it.
Get coverage for your pets with an auto policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage for cats and dogs included with the purchase of collision coverage and is subject to policy terms.
Introducing touch-free payments from PayPal, a safe way for your customers to pay. Simply download the PayPal app and display your own unique QR code for your customers to scan. Whether you're a market seller,
I'll take 2 tomatoes and a cucumber.
poodle pamperer, piano tuner, or plumber, signing up to accept touch-free payments for your business is easy. Touch-free QR code payments. Shop safe with PayPal.
Well, if you have a dad bod but have no kids, well, set yourself up for weight loss success by doing a juice cleanse by Squeezed.com.
All right, Mike. So, beach season's coming up, and I want to look and feel great for the summer. I was nervous about not having energy and being hungry between juices, but it's not the case. I felt great. I was able to continue with my workouts for my heart health, and because juicing is the fastest delivery of vitamins and minerals.
And you can get same-day delivery if you go to Squeezed.com and order by 1 p.m. The juices will come by 9 p.m. the same day. That's Squeezed.com.
Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride?
Welcome to the show, America. This is Ford Truck Month. Get the best deals of the year on the only trucks built Ford tough. Drive home the all-new, completely redesigned 2021 Ford F-150, the legendary Performer Ford Super Duty, or the adventure-ready Ford Ranger. Work or play, count on Ford trucks to get the job done. But hurry, Ford Truck Month is one show you don't want to miss.
Hi, this is Don Gallinall, owner of Respectable Roofing. We are a family-run company serving Philadelphia and the surrounding counties for over 15 years. At Respectable Roofing, we believe in treating our customers with respect. We provide all of our customers with high-quality, personalized service at a reasonable price. So give us a call today at 215-681-0409 for all your roofing needs. Our name says it all. Respectable Roofing, where respect matters.
Sometimes in business, the unexpected comes calling. But even in, I'm going to say it, unprecedented times, don't bounce back. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Bounce forward fast with internet speeds up to a gig, with the flexibility to update your bandwidth in just a few clicks, and with security solutions that help keep your connected devices protected. Be fast, be flexible, be ready for what's next. And bounce forward. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com to learn more.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game, and now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
Why would I quit my 9-to-5 to start a 9 to who knows when gaming company? Or eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Oh, I gotta get that. How could my favorite tech be an app that helps run my business? No offense, smartphone. None taken. Or fill my garage with enough servers to power a small country? It's because I wanted to make it big in gaming. And QuickBooks suite of tools helped me get there.
Intuit QuickBooks helps small businesses be more successful. Learn more at QuickBooks.com.
Happy Hour and Bob Cooney on a Wednesday night. Check out Beers with Bob. They send every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Bob Cooney and Andrew Salchunas go around the world of sports, bringing you updates and breaking news, plus all the betting lines you need. Sit back, crack open a cold one, and enjoy Beers with Bob. Wednesdays from 6 to 7 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hi, guys. This is Dr. Avidan Appel from Iron Mountain Men's Health. Every day I speak with patients with a variety of symptoms that include fatigue, low energy, decreased sex drive, all of which are common symptoms of low testosterone or erectile dysfunction. Every day I help these patients through a variety of treatment options in a customized program created for their specific situation. A program that's safe and effective, not just some magic pill. As a patient at Iron Mountain Men's Health, we create a custom treatment program just for you, and you see a real physician every time you visit. If you want your old life back with more energy, better sleep, a higher sex drive, and the confident performance you used to have, the first step is to call and make an appointment, or fill out the Contact Us form at ironmountainmenshealth.com. That's ironmountainmenshealth.com. And don't forget to mention you heard us on The Fanatic.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
10:30, 97.5 The Fanatic. I'm Andrew Salchunas. I can't even say my damn last name. I think
You got it, kid?
I don't know,
The
man.
Tunis. Come on.
Yeah, whatever.
It's on the sign.
But I'm here for Anthony. Anthony will be in hopefully in the 11 o'clock hour dealing with some personal stuff he'll talk about when he gets in. 10 o'clock hour brought to you by Window Nation. Take advantage of Window Nation's 50% off sale on all style windows. Plus, make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. Call 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com. So, yeah, we really got out with the Phillies and the Sixers to start. But I also got to read this, sort of blurb from The Athletic. The Athletic wrote a story on the Eagles front office and all the issues that there are. And here's one of them which is ridiculous. All right. Perhaps the most combustible way in which Roseman's image consciousness plays itself out in the building is his paranoia about information leaks. There are horror stories across departments of Roseman scolding employees and threatening to search phones in reaction to the publication of inside information. So at first you go, all right, that's not bad. Like, hey, I don't like leaks. I'm going to find out who the leak is, right? On at least one occasion, according to a source, Roseman tasked an employee with combing through phones, records in search of leak's origin. Okay, sure. But the understanding in the building is that this particular Roseman anxiety is not principally over concern about the information getting out. Rather, he prefers to be the one to give out the information when and where he sees fit. In his view, information is currency. So, at first you go, all right, so how he's trying to stop leaks from happening when you first read that part of the paragraph. But then you start going, oh, wait a minute. It's because he wants to be the guy leaking information, which is why this insider gets specific information, then this guy gets it, then this guy gets it. And then, because Howie wants to change the narrative about specific things, he sends it to other guys that he thinks, well, this guy, he's going to tweet out whatever I send him, right? And all of a sudden, he's trying to say that Howie wanted Justin Jefferson and not and the scouts wanted Rager, which literally everybody else in the world reported that it was Howie who wanted Rager, the scouts wanted Jefferson. But out of nowhere, one guy puts out a tweet that it's the opposite. Why? Because I'm sure Howie sent out a specific text saying, hey, can you do me a favor here? And everybody, nobody bought it. Everybody was like, dude, are you serious? You can't put this out there when it's been reported by hundreds of other people that it's the opposite, which is probably what Howie was so upset about. Somebody sent out the correct information that made him look bad, but then he's got to send out other information. This is terrifying, man.
No, it's awful. I mean, he's running like covert operations against his own organization to serve his own interests, to the disadvantage of the football team. And everyone knows it. And there's nothing you can do about it because the owner trusts him because he's the only voice in the owner's ear.
Right.
Their organization is run so poorly right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's awful. And I read the story this morning, and there was another piece, and it came back to the Doug Peterson thing. And Doug, there was thought inside NovaCare that Doug wasn't going to make it through the 2017 season, which I think we all kind of felt that way. I'll be honest with you, I was on the radio, and I wanted him fired after year one when I heard that Harbaugh was about to get let go by the Baltimore Ravens, which he ended up not getting fired. And I thought, hey, the second that Harbaugh gets fired, you got to get this guy Doug out of town and bring in Harbaugh, a very good, very, very good head coach. So the story goes on, and they basically explain that even after the Super Bowl, there was still kind of like that feeling like, yeah, Doug won the Super Bowl. He's the head coach, for now. And it's kind of like, oh, my God. I get it. Maybe they didn't think highly of Doug Peterson. Clearly, we saw the way he coached last year was not good. But then there was the whole Jim Schwartz saga that Jim and Howie were more tighter than Doug. But then Jim Schwartz ends up leaving the organization, saying he wants to
retires.
He fakes retires and goes somewhere else. I mean, this is an S show. This organization.
Yeah, you've got a defensive coordinator pulling a Shawshank and faking his own death to go to a different organization. People are fleeing the ship, and
I don't blame anyone.
No, not a single one.
I don't blame anyone. And I mean, look at it. I get it that the whole Deuce Staley thing. People thought he should have been head coach. Whatever. He literally took the same job just elsewhere. Whether he thought he reached his ceiling here, that could have been part of it. Like, let's be honest. He could have been like, all right, clearly I'm not moving up here. But he took the same job elsewhere.
Yeah,
and there are other people that did that.
Right, and previously, Deuce Staley has been passed up for positions and stayed with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Because he had a long history with this organization. And now it's just, and I understand, after a while, the straw breaks the camel's back, and you have to move on. And that may have just been it, but the timing and everything, too, it's getting to the point where it seems like everyone's fed up with Howie's crap, and they know that there's no way of beating him because he has the owner's favor.
Yeah. Les Bowen literally just put out a tweet 30 seconds ago. He goes, things I've heard, plus Jeff McClain's excellent recent piece, which was a few weeks ago, plus today's analysis from The Athletic. All of it points to what I feel is a huge Eagles issue. Lurie feels the rise of analytics gives him credibility in areas where he would not have ventured a decade ago. Well, here we are. It's the GM. It's Jeffrey Lurie. We got all kinds of issues, man. And this is not good.
No, it's
not going to get cleaned up anytime soon. 610-632-0975. Let's go to the phones. DeLon in Philly. DeLon, you're on the Fanatic. DeLon, D-Land?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hello. Hello.
Hey, you're on the radio.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Yeah, I hear you, and I'm not overly panicked by the Phillies and what they've done over the weekend. What concerns me is, though, in spring training, we knew the center field position was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Hazley just doesn't look like a major league player for where they drafted him at. And Quinn, you're right, he's a one-tool player. He has the speed, but if he can't get on base,
he's got nothing else. Right.
So I don't get it. Clearly, to me, Odubel Herrera, given what he went through, I understand he's not a popular choice, not a popular pick, but he's clearly the best center fielder they have in the organization. And yet, because they're afraid of bad publicity, they didn't put him on the 40-man roster.
Can I also bring this up, because I feel like this isn't talked about often. First of all, let's be real. You have to. You mentioned the bad publicity, right? So let's say the Phillies hosted the Braves to start the season. They did the home opener opening day. And you know how they do the rosters lined up on the first base line and all that kind of stuff. They announce Odubel Herrera. I'm sure he's going to get a ton of boos, right? So, A, you're right about the publicity thing. The other aspect that people don't talk about is that locker room might not like him.
I agree, but when they was talking about this in spring training, at least the first...
Rhys Hoskins said he's got to earn our trust back, and I never heard Rhys Hoskins follow up saying he earned our trust back.
Well, no, and you're not going to earn your trust in a couple of weeks, right? That has to come over the course of a whole season, and that's what I thought would happen. I get it. I understand it. And you know what? Here's what I would have did. I probably wouldn't have had him come out on the first day. I mean, when they do the announcements. Maybe that's kind of cowardly, but I would have waited. And kind of got him in there. You didn't have to start him, but you could have pinch hit him and bring him in. These two guys...
but the thing is, he still would have been announced. The whole staff's announced, like the trainers and everybody.
Right. Well, I have to live with that. And again, the Phillies are a multi-million-dollar organization. I'm sure they can find some people who can write a script for them to say the right thing. But here's my other thing, too. You drafted Mickey Moniak with a high draft pick.
Yeah, first overall.
I'm saying right now, you play him. He's better. We have to see what we have in him. And he can't be any worse than Quinn and Hazley.
Here's the thing. If you're to play him, and I appreciate the call, man. Great start. If you are to bring Moniak up, he's got to play every day because you can't. Scott Kingery clearly got screwed up not playing every day, right? You're not getting your swings in, and all of a sudden you're sitting one day or you're playing the next. You don't know when you're coming into the stadium that morning. Am I playing or not, right? Moniak, you're going to have to give him an extended opportunity. Like, you're going to have to give him 5 games right off the bat to see if this guy's got anything. And now you're risking, hey, he doesn't, we got to send him back down. Or you do the whole Kingery thing all over again, and you're sitting him and you're playing him specific times, and he's not getting his swings in. I would rather Mickey Moniak stay in the minor league system, get his swings in. Odubel Herrera, I don't want on my baseball team, A. But B, I get it. He might end up coming up at some point. Another thing you have to understand is the dude hasn't played baseball in a year plus. He hasn't. And I know he had some good swings in the spring. He ultimately struggled. I know the highlights where he's hitting home runs and throwing the bat a million miles in the air, but ultimately, he didn't play well. Look at his batting average. It wasn't great in the spring. And he got a lot of time because Hazley got hurt. Kingery was struggling, obviously, not playing center field. So Odubel, hasn't played in a year and a half. He is another guy that has to get swings, and you should probably do it at the minor league level and not just say, hey, play center field in our big league club and try to figure it out.
Yeah, that's completely fair. And Moniak, going back to Dealant's point, he's not a better option than Hazley and Quinn right now. He's not.
He could be. But let's be real. He could be.
What has he shown you to make you think that he's a better option?
No, I'm just saying he could be. You're right. He had a good spring, and that's it.
And it's what you brought up, though. You'd have to put all your eggs in his basket if you're going to give him a fair shot. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Sure, the center field position is not great for the Phillies right now. They're in a bad situation. They may be in the worst center field situation in the major leagues.
It's terrible.
But here's the thing. Right now, they're getting away with it. They're a 6-3 baseball team. And you don't want holes in the lineup, but a lot of teams that are in the middle of the pack, like the Phillies are projected to be, have holes in their lineup. As long as they're getting away with it, they're not going to make a major change. So we can bitch and complain all we want about how Hazley can't hit lefties or can't get a ball out of the infield, or how Roman Quinn can only run and he gets hurt all the time. The bottom line is, if they're a winning baseball team, the organization is not going to make that move, because any move they make is either putting all their eggs in the basket of too young of a player who's not proven he's ready, or putting it in a PR nightmare that the team may not want and the fans definitely don't want.
Right. And now, I don't disagree with what their mindset was going into this spring. Now, I don't think Adam Hazley's an everyday starting center fielder. It didn't take the first 9 games of this season for me to figure that out. It didn't take spring training in the limited time that he had before getting hurt to figure that out. I saw it last year. I saw it in points of 2019. To me, I look at Adam Hazley, I go, all right, he's probably a nice player to have on your roster, but he's a 4th outfielder. He'll give you some spot starts. It'll be good to replace Andrew McCutchen later in the game with Adam Hazley as opposed to Roman Quinn, who can't throw the ball without bouncing it 6 times to home plate, even though he made the play. So I look at it and I go, I knew going into the season it wasn't going to be good. But from an organizational standpoint, you had to make all kinds of changes in the offseason of the bullpen. That was what you paid probably 80% of your attention to. And you should have, because the bullpen was historically bad last year. You had to find 2 guys that would be decent enough to keep you in games in the back end of the rotation. Matt Moore didn't look good yesterday. He ended up winning the game. Chase Anderson wasn't great his first start against the Mets, but he went 5 innings where he allowed 2 earned. You take that from your 5th starter every single day of the week. You would. So I look at it and I go, clearly they had to pay a lot of attention to other aspects of this team. You had to bring back JT Realmuto. You had to bring back Didi Gregorius. If you didn't have JT and you didn't have Didi, this lineup's nowhere near as good as it is, right? It just isn't. Andrew Knapp would be your starting catcher. Who knows what would be going on at shortstop? Kingery could be playing shortstop for all we know. So I understand the outrage with the center field spot, and maybe they should have addressed it more in the offseason, but I also understand their approach. Hey, we had to do all these other things. And Adam Hazley has yet to get his opportunity. He is an 8th overall pick. And we have to find out if this guy's got anything. And it could end up biting him in the rear end. But you know what? When you're competing and you are in 1st or 2nd place at the NL East come trade deadline time, I'd imagine they bring in a better center fielder.
Absolutely. But the thing is, until they're pressed to make that move, until they know what they have, we started out the show talking about you can't overreact to the first 9 games of a baseball season. We shouldn't as fans, which means the organization definitely should not. And we know the center field position is not great, but they're not going to make a huge move right now with the team playing relatively well. And they had the 5th best offense in all of baseball last year with this same center field issue. So, yeah, it sucks to roll out Adam Hazley or Roman Quinn. But the bottom line is the team's going to have holes. That's why they're a middle-of-the-pack team. And right now, they're winning in spite of it.
Yeah, they're 6-3 so far. 610-632-0975. Let's go to Reed in Charlotte. What's going on, Reed?
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen?
Hey, Reed.
I'm going to talk some birds real quick, and not just he say, she say controversy.
Well, it's another story. It's another day where I wake up and I go, "Wow, this team is breaking my heart."
I'm not even going to focus on that. Because that's something that we can't change anything as fans, but I'm not going to focus on that. I'm focused on what's going on the field. So what we haven't talked about, though, is that the two pickups that we've made to pick up starting players from a team that's been a contender for the last 4 years. To pick up the safety and the linebacker from the Vikings, they're going to both be plug and play players, with us. And so on the low, he's making some moves to improve the defense.
Reed, do you think these moves are enough for them to all of a sudden be contenders?
Who said that?
But you seem excited about the moves. So, all right.
Why wouldn't I be excited about the moves? I mean, they're solid players. I mean, Harrison, Anthony Harrison's been
and I like Eric Wilson.
Player.
I do. I like Eric Wilson. No, but I'm not saying there was no point to signing them, but I still think even with those moves, the Eagles are a 5-6 win team at best.
Well,
your tone is a little different. You think they might be, 500 or whatever it is now because there's a 17th game?
I think the Eagles can win 8 games.
Okay. So you think the Eagles win 8 games, which is still below 500 with the 17 games. So they're 8-9. That's not going to be
good 9-8. Or 9-8.
Okay. Does that make you happy?
We're rebuilding right now, man, and I'm
all right. So you're 9-8, and now you're drafting 15th overall,
and we're going to have 3 first-round draft picks next year.
Yeah, but you're drafting 15th overall. I want to rebuild. I want them to lose 5, or I want them to win 5 games, and I want them to have because Reed, I don't have any faith in this team to do anything over the next 2 years. They need to rebuild. They need to have high draft picks. There are so many holes on this team, and 1-year contracts for Eric Wilson is not going to do anything for you down the road.
All right, let me rebut before you cut me off.
Okay, go ahead, Reed. I got you.
Just because you have high draft picks don't mean those draft picks are going to pan out either.
You're right. I understand that, but
I'm not talking about just the Eagles' high draft picks. I mean, you look at every team in the NFL.
Dude, it happens every single year. You're right. I know guys are busts. I mean, look at your 14th overall pick from a few years ago, Derek Barnett. He's been okay.
All I'm saying is this, man. He doesn't get any credit for the moves that he is making.
I gave him credit for the trade. I like that they traded back to 12, and I appreciate the call, Reed. I do. I like that they traded back to 12. I like that they got the capital. They're going to have 3 first-round picks next year, like Reed mentioned. But, dude, Eric Wilson, 1-year contract is not – I'm not going to put on my Eagles jersey today and celebrate.
No. Reed is like a passenger on the Titanic, and we all are. And Howie Roseman just plugged a window.
Yeah.
And he's cheering like the ship is saved.
We can't celebrate a 1-year contract for Eric Wilson.
What are we doing?
Do that.
8 or 9 wins.
I mean, now that I would guess Reed believes in Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, and there's more to that conversation.
I can't give you one feeling or another. I think Jalen Hurts seems like an awesome kid. I think he's going to work his rear end off to try to be the best quarterback that he can be.
Yeah.
All the times you hear Jalen Hurts speak, the videos of him working out, that's awesome. I see videos of Ben Simmons working out. He still doesn't shoot, right? So is Jalen Hurts, the video's going to make him a first-round type quarterback? I don't know. I'm excited to see what Jalen Hurts does. I've been saying from the very beginning, this needs to be his team, and it looks like they're doing that, right? They bring in Joe Flacco, who's not going to play. Like, Jalen Hurts is here. He's the quarterback. I need to see if he's any good.
Right,
maybe
that's all fair.
Games, but I don't believe it.
That's all fair, but it's the credit to Howie Roseman. Like
we can't give him credit.
You can't give him credit for plugging a window on the ship when he's lighting the rest of it on fire.
Yeah, you can't give Howie credit right now for, hey, we got a 1-year linebacker. All right, well, you know what? He'll probably have a decent season, sign elsewhere next year to a contender. Eagles won't be contenders next year or this year. I can't be excited about a 500 team. I can't be. I can't get chesty. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. We'll continue the conversation about the Eagles, the front office mess, with another story from The Athletic. We'll get into the Phillies and Sixers some more. Phillies 6-3 to start the season, but there's people that are so negative because of 2 losses to Atlanta, the team that a lot of people picked to win the division. We all just got to take a step back and relax. And one more thing. I'll get into this in the 11 o'clock hour, Connor. There is a movie that is going to be made about probably one of the biggest JO head coaches in football, and I have zero interest in watching it. He's Connor Thomas. I'm Andrew Salchunas, filling in for the Cuz. Anthony will be here at some point, right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. And I got to let you know, I love betting on basketball because I'm always finding new player props or game props that I like. You know that. I'm always checking them out. And what's cool about FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino is you can combine these props with other bets from the same game to score an even bigger payout. It's called the Same Game Parlay Bet, and you can only find them on FanDuel. So we got the Sixers tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. You can never really go wrong on taking the over in Luka's points, right? But you can never go wrong in taking the over in Embiid's points, his rebounds. You put them all together in the same game parlay, and I think Tobias has a nice night tonight. Put them all together, that's a nice payout. If you haven't tried FanDuel Sportsbook yet, new users get a risk-free bet up to $1,000. Just place a bet, and FanDuel will refund you up to $1,000 back in site credit if you don't win. And right now, new and existing users can get up to $25 in site credit back each day if your parlay falls one leg short with same-game parlay insurance. You heard that right, every day. That's why I bet on FanDuel. The app, it's so simple to use. They have fast withdrawals, live betting, and special promotions. So just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today to try a same-game parlay and use promo code FANATIC at sign-up. That's promo code FANATIC. Must be 21 plus and present in New Jersey or PA. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit. That expires in 7 days. Max refund $25. Terms apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Phil's got to win. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by the NJM Insurance Group, committed to being upfront with their customers. NJM, no jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Get a quote today at NJM.com. Phillies beat the Braves yesterday down in Atlanta 7-6, and it was a controversial top of the ninth inning when Didi Gregorius hit a fly ball to Marcell Ozuna in left field. Alec Boehm tagged up, looked like he didn't touch home plate. Who really knows? But the call stood. They called him safe. The call stood. Phillies end up taking the lead in the ninth inning. Hector Neris got the save. So the Phillies dropping 2 down in Atlanta, but they end up winning Game 3 of the series. They're 6-3 on the year, 4-2 against Atlanta. They start a series with the Mets tonight. Chase Anderson will get the start for the Phils. Sixers against the Dallas Mavericks. Tip-off is at 7. You can listen live. 7:30. You can listen live right here on the Fanatic. Flyers had a loss to the Sabres. Today is NHL trade deadline day. That happens at 3 o'clock. This update is also brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Whether it's next day delivery or getting involved in their local communities, Napa goes above and beyond to serve you because their motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here, and I love betting on basketball because I'm always finding new player props or game props that I like. And what's cool about FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge Casino, is you can combine these props with other bets from the same game to score an even bigger payout. It's called a same-game parlay bet, and you can only find them on FanDuel. It's great. Go into the local teams, pick a player, Ben Simmons, boom, you can do a number on him and combine it with the over-under on the game. You can do whatever you want. And if you haven't tried FanDuel Sportsbook yet, new users get risk-free bet up to $1,000. Just place a bet and FanDuel will refund you up to $1,000 in site credit if you don't win. And right now, new and existing users can get up to $25 in site credit back each day if your parlay falls one leg short with same-game parlay insurance. You heard that right, every day. That's why I bet on FanDuel. The app is so simple to use. They have fast withdrawals, live betting, and special promotions. So just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today to try a same-game parlay and use promo code Bob at sign-up. That's promo code Bob.
Must be 21 plus and present in NJ or PA. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $25. Terms apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Moisture in your house, cracks in your basement floor or walls, eroded foundation. These are all signs you could have mold in your home. DryTech Waterproofing Solutions is one of the top-rated mold remediation companies in Pennsylvania. Calling DryTech immediately could save you substantial repair costs down the road. They offer free evaluations, and Fanatic listeners can take advantage of 15% off just for mentioning the Missinelli Show. Don't let mold in your home. Visit DryTechCorp.com. It's DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
Now more than ever, people want to know if there's anything they can do to help, and the answer is yes. At BioLife Plasma Services, your plasma is desperately needed to create life-changing medicines to help treat people with immune deficiencies, those who are most at risk right now. And when you donate plasma at BioLife, you can earn up to $1,000 in your first month as a token of appreciation for your time. So please, become a donor at BioLife. Visit BioLifePlasma.com to learn more.
Rally House, Shop every team in town, college and pro. Come on, it's time to go.
Gear up for the ballpark, Philly. Shop Rally House for the latest Philly styles, including the most popular Nike jerseys and the best selection of throwback gear.
Eagles, Sixers, Villanova, Penn State, Temple, Phillies, Flyers, don't be late. Rally House, Rally House. It's your city, it's your house, it's a Rally House.
Shop in-store and online at rallyhouse.com.
Quick Draw from the New Jersey Lottery makes winning feel epic.
I will pick up to 10 numbers. Then the game will draw 20 numbers. Who's with me, Jersey?
I want to match more so I could win more.
My $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Let's go!
Go epic with Quick Draw. Played every 4 minutes at lottery retailers. Anything can happen in Jersey.
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone who knows the gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Progressive Motorcycle presents Road Wisdom from the Motor. To find your balance, keep riding. And if you stop, put your feet down so you don't fall. Progressive Motorcycle also presents Roadside Assistance. Progressive Motorcycle, for those who were born to ride. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions, Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move with the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
Making popcorn for movie night?
Whoa, who are you?
This is your wake-up call from TracFone Wireless. What if every time you tried a new streaming service, you had to buy a new TV?
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, some wireless companies do that when you switch. Make you buy a new phone.
Right.
But TracFone Wireless lets you keep your phone and your number and your network and gives you unlimited talk and text starting at $20 a month.
Seriously, who are you?
This is your wake-up call, people. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control. Oh, you're burning it.
Oh, no.
See terms and conditions at TracFone.com.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening.
Sure.
Who's able to hear more than what's being said and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard.
I understand. Let's get started.
For advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL.
Hi, I'm calling to schedule a shipment.
Indeed knows unexpected employee turnover can turn your business upside down.
Last pickup is at 7. Team, we gotta hustle.
Like at Sumita's online chai company, to avoid back orders, she needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
It's John Kincaid for my friends at Window Nation. Look, that weather's getting warmer. You feel it, right? And you want to crack open your windows and let the fresh air in. Well, your windows may be cracked. They may be outdated. That's why the spring rush is the perfect time for you to take on the improvement project. Get new windows from Window Nation. And if you act now, beat the rush. Window Nation's going to give you 50% off every style of window. We're talking bows, bays, picture, garden windows, every style, every color. Plus, get this, 0% interest for 18 months. That is a great deal. 0% interest. You're going to love it. And this is with a company with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with over 1 million windows installed. Why don't you beat the rush? Window Nation will give you 50% off every style window, every color window, plus 0% interest for 18 months. Call 866-90-NATION, 866-90-NATION, or do your window shopping online at windownation.com and tell them John Kincaid sent you.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station.
Home of 76ers basketball.
Ben Simmons to Joel, bang, two-hand jam.
Flyers hockey.
Carter Hart made the save. The bouncing puck still free. Hart's got to make another one.
And Anthony Gargano, weekdays from 10 to 2.
Weekday skip.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
11 o'clock, 97.5 The Fanatic. I'm Andrew Salchunas. filling in for the Cuz. He'll be in at some point this hour. 11 o'clock hour, brought to you by Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged. So I mentioned it going into the break, Connor. They're going to make a movie about a head coach in football that I have zero interest for. And it's Sean Payton. It's a Netflix movie called Home Team. And the movie is based on when Payton was suspended in 2012 for Bountygate. But it has nothing to do with what transpired or like what led to it. It's when he coached his son's 6th grade football team.
So they're going to make a movie about the guy who got suspended from the NFL.
But they're going to probably make him look like a saint because he's coaching sixth graders.
So they're going to try and spin that the guy who was trying to hurt professional football players should have been coaching and did a great job coaching 6th graders.
Probably. And do you know who will be playing Sean Payton?
I don't.
Kevin James.
The same Kevin, like that Kevin James? There's not another Kevin James?
Paul Blart Mall Cop. Or
Kevin James better start getting his jogging in.
Yeah. So he's going to be Sean Payton in a movie about Sean Payton coaching his son's 6th grade football team.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I will tell you this right now. Zero interest. None.
If there was less than zero.
Now, if the movie was Bountygate or something, right? Or something like that.
Like it actually hitting the story.
Or Bitchinggate because he complains about everything. Like, maybe, but not Home Team, where it's let me coach my son's 6th grade football team and let's make Sean Payton off to be a good guy.
Yeah, completely out on that.
Or they're going to over Hollywood it, and Sean Payton's going to be yelling at the kids because he's so used to coaching men in the NFL, and then somebody's going to have to pull him aside and be like, hey, you're being too hard. Oh, no, it's my coaching style. Like, I guarantee you something like that's going to happen. They're going to lose the first game of the season. He's going to throw down his clipboard, and oh, my God, and he's going to kick things, and somebody will have to – they're just kids, Sean. Like, that is happening. I just told
I could not be more out on this.
I just told you the movie.
We don't even have to go see it now.
They're kids,
That's perfect.
Sean. And then Kevin James as Sean Payton's going to take the kids to get ice cream or something and be like, I'm sorry I was so tough on you. And some of the Saints players are going to come and be like, hey, these are the guys that I coach. Yeah, I'm completely out in the movie. Let's go back to the phones. We got morning thoughts coming up in 5 minutes. Let's go to Greg in Bethlehem. Greg, you're on the Fanatic.
Hey, guys. I enjoyed the outcome last night in the Phillies game, but I hated the broadcast. I didn't need to hear how all of the Atlanta Braves work hard and they're all Boy Scouts every time there was a break in the action. Just tell me what's going on the field and give me pertinent stuff. But, it sounded like it was an Atlanta feed from their own, game channel.
I mean, they gave love to the Phillies players too.
Well, I don't know. Personally,
they talked about Bryce Harper's home run for a full inning.
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought it was lopsided, but anyway, I looked at the call.
I know what you didn't like. You didn't like the shot that Matt Vasgersian took at Philadelphia sports fans, and we'll play that audio coming up. That's got to be the thing that really bothered you the most, right, Greg?
Well, I thought it was a cheap shot. It was not necessary. It's part of. It seems like it's part of what any broadcaster mentions when there's a Philly issue. They bring that up.
Yeah, they got the bullet points. They got snowballs, batteries, beer, and anger. Like they got the bullet points. We got to touch on these things at some point in the broadcast. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't need that, but. Anyway, I looked at the scoring play with Bohm, and I don't know if his foot touched or not. It kind of looked like it didn't, but I didn't think the catcher was allowed to block the plate unless he had the ball. First off, that they have to give him access to the plate.
So it's a strategic play that I'll just bring it back to Game 2 of the season with JT Realmuto. You're right, you can't block the plate unless you're going after the ball. So what catchers are doing, at least this is what I think. I haven't talked to JT, I haven't talked to Travis d'Arnaud, but it looks like guys are letting the ball travel to specific spots, and this is just them being very smart because what JT Realmuto did the second game of the season against the Braves, he let Roman Quinn's ball trail over home plate so that it made it look like he was going after the ball, but while going after the ball, he found himself blocking home plate. Same thing with d'Arnaud. d'Arnaud was lined up to the left side of the plate, and then the ball was thrown on the line. Like it's not like he had to go after the ball, but I think he almost purposely stood to the left side of home plate so that he had to go after the ball, and while going after the ball, he just so happened to block the plate. I think that's like a loophole around the around that rule.
They figured that out. Well, I looked at it as karma because I don't know about you, but I thought that the Phillies pitchers got squeezed in the first two games. I mean, if you're not calling, if you're not giving them the corners and you're making the pitchers throw the ball toward the center of the plate, you're going to get hit.
Yeah, I don't know, Greg, and I appreciate the call. You just seem to be unhappy about everything in that series, and it had nothing to do with the Phillies just losing 2 games to a very good Atlanta Braves team.
Yeah, getting squeezed is not the same thing as that call last night.
They lost the Atlanta Braves the first 2 games of the series. Why? Because the Atlanta Braves are a very, very talented baseball team.
Yeah, and let's be
squeezed.
Let's be realistic too about the broadcast. I thought it was fair as well, but even if it skews Atlanta's way,
of course,
you got to understand that they have one of the brightest young stars in baseball. They're the better team. They're like the America's darling team right now because they're young and up and coming. We can't be those guys where it's like, oh, well, they said something nice about Atlanta, so unfair broadcast.
And this is why in the opening segment, I brought it up. We all lie to ourselves when we say no one likes us, we don't care. We all do. Like, I'm sure there's some people that don't care, right? But there are a lot of people that say no one likes us, we don't care. And then the second Matt Vasgersian takes a shot, the second that it seems like it's a little bit more biased toward Atlanta because it's in Atlanta, they probably got all kinds of interviews because it's the Braves and they set it all up to Sunday Night Baseball. We get upset. So that's one of the biggest lies is the no one likes us, we don't care. Now, I got a text from John Kincaid while Greg was on. And I do know that Sean Payton's a local guy. I don't care. But John lets me know that he lived in Newtown Square and he played Marlowe Newtown Jr. Rogers football a few years ahead of my group. So, hey, listen, I love when people from our area go on and do great things. I do. But over the years, Sean Payton has come off as a bit of a douche and a bit of a whiner and a bit of a J.O., and I don't care about him coaching a 6th grade football team.
Yeah, completely agree with you.
When I'm telling you, I already know the movie because these movies have been made before. Now, this one's based off of true events, but I'm telling you, they're going to lose the first game of the season, and he's going to be angry, and his wife's going to have to pull him aside and say, they're just kids, Sean. Like, it's a lock. That's going to happen. I almost want to watch the movie, Connor, just so I know that I'm right.
Yeah. Don't do that to yourself.
I'm gonna
just read like the Cliff Notes.
I'll fast forward to whatever. Once I start seeing in-game action, the first game of the season, I'll watch that scene and that group of scenes because I'll watch the game too, and I'll watch Sean Payton's reactions on the sideline, and I'll wait for somebody to say they're just kids, Sean, and I'll turn it off, and I'll come in the next day and say, by the way, I watched that scene and I was right. 610-632-0975. Time for a little morning thoughts.
Wake up, Philadelphia!
No! God, please, no! No!
Time now for Morning Thoughts.
Hey, lady! Shut up! Will you just shut your trap? Shut up!
Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God. Yo, cuz, what were you thinking about this morning?
I'll be honest with you. It was a slow morning for me because I had too much fun yesterday, and I feel like I say that often. So this week's going to be a cleanse week for myself.
Okay. You borrowed a little happiness from the day yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, so yesterday I did the show till noon with the bro, and then I had a couple buddies come over at 12:30 to watch the Masters. You know, it was on.
What, you're not actually watching?
It was on. We were hanging out, and that was at 12:30. When did the Masters end? Probably around
right at about 7.
Yeah. So we watched the Masters from like 12:30 to 7, and one thing I'm realizing, right? There's always the the points in life that you reach, right? There's first time you drive, when you graduate high school, you turn 21, you graduate college. But then there's the little ones that aren't talked about as much. I'm realizing that I'm becoming more and more of an adult because when's the last time, Connor, I'll ask you, other than like you go to the bar and you split the tab, when's the last time you said, hey, I'm going to pick up 2 30-packs of beer. Do you mind Venmoing me? I know, dude, like I've been done with that.
Year and change.
Like that's the thing. Like I've become an adult to the point where it's like, no, don't. Like my buddy texted me yesterday. Hey, you want me to pick up some beer? Like, no, I got you covered, man.
Yeah, you're coming over to my place. I've got you. I've got beverages.
That's adulthood.
Yeah,
right.
You know
like,
it is.
Like doing the whole, nah, man, I got this. And it's not like I owed them anything, but I just, hey, no, come on over. We're gonna have a good day.
Yeah. Well, you've been doing that since the infamous snowstorm of early 2021.
Yes, that's true.
Where you've been providing beverages.
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. I try to be a good host.
Yeah, you're all grown up, man.
And no, it was a good day yesterday. So today was a little foggy. This morning.
Happens.
Yeah,
it was a good weekend. So yesterday was a fun day.
What was the first thing you thought of at 3 a.m. or whatever you got up?
So I was thinking, I was kind of looking at that this weekend. But starting this week, the Phillies have action for the next 10 straight days. Their next off day is not until next Thursday. So we're getting, I know we were talking about the 9-game stretch at the start of the season, and it kind of is feeling like they got through that opening little bit of their season.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see them play some different teams. We see them play the Mets again, who they've already faced, and then they get some other action against the division, and they'll see some teams out of the division. But I was thinking about the next 10 days of Phillies baseball and trying to build out where they might end up after this and how much better of an idea of a team we might get at the end. So looking at that schedule, and also just knowing, because previously they had the travel day to Atlanta. They had the day off after opening day. So it was kind of like a little bit sparsed out. But now we're getting into that zone where it's, okay, you turn on the TV at 7 o'clock, and you have Phillies baseball on every night from now till the rest of the summer. And I love that time of year.
Yeah, that second off day that they had, I missed the Phillies so much. Like it was like I was so upset that I didn't get to watch the Phillies that night. But you're right, they got a lot of games coming up. 4-game series with the Mets starting today. Cardinals 3-game series. I get to go to that Sunday game against the Cardinals.
There you go.
Pumped. And then Gabriel comes to town.
Oh, your boy,
and the San Francisco Giants. And I am asking you nicely, Phillies, can you just beat the doors off that team? Please.
All right, what's on your minds?
Please. What's on your minds?
Yeah.
Please.
What's on your mind?
Please. I'm begging you.
Hey,
I need 30 runs put up in that series and no more than 5.
Well, you can put up 30 runs. He's still going to win the time of possession.
Yeah. You know, I really can't believe that that's a sign in his locker room.
My goodness.
And the problem is I don't want to say anything anymore because I lost that parlay last week, and the only team that I lost was picking the Padres over the Giants.
I'll tell you what, though. We had a close one this weekend. I jumped in on with you.
Yes, we did.
We just missed a 9-legger.
And I had a close one last night. 2 hits away, man.
You're going to get one eventually.
These parlays, I love them because you're so much more in the game. Like when these guys are coming up to bat and you're like, oh my God, I just need one. And I was too shy yesterday. Ozuna went 0 for 4 against Matt Moore. Well, 0 for 3 against Matt Moore, and then whoever he got out against in the bullpen. And I needed 2 from JT, finished with 1.
That's rough.
And I said to myself, listen, I'll take the loss of JT only getting 1 and not 2. But Marcell Ozuna going 0 for 4 when he crushes lefties. Yo, dude.
Well, at least he had a great play where he almost threw out a runner from about 100 feet away from home plate.
Yeah.
Like, what a night out of Ozuna.
So the opening of the show, when I was talking about Alec Boehm clearly being out in my eyes, I started getting all these screenshots. See, look, it looks like his toes hitting here. No. He didn't touch home plate.
No, he didn't.
Alec Boehm did not touch home plate. Travis d'Arnaud implemented the tag.
That being said, though, like if you're a major league left fielder, and I understand left field is generally the softest arm in the outfield, but come on, dude. You can't make a better throw than that. That was like Roman Quinn hoses Alec Boehm.
No, he does not.
Roman Quinn hoses him there.
Roman Quinn doesn't reach third base.
Oh, come on. But
seriously, the guy...
Ozuna barely did himself.
It was a 2-hopper. 2 hoppers far better than 6. Roman Quinn's rolled. It hit the mound and rolled down. And he's your platoon starting center fielder with Adam Hazley.
But I mean, at the end of the day, he threw the guy out, and Marcell Ozuna, for whether or not the call was correct, the play is too close for how short that throw was.
Yeah, all right. I guess
crazy
so.
of him to even try and score there, and it worked out for him. But
yeah, sure.
Yeah, rough day for Ozuna.
For Ozuna.
Costing you.
The other morning thought, and I touched on it, and Connor, let's play the audio here from Matt Vasgersian yesterday, and Greg from Bethlehem was just on. He talked about it, and it's the idea that no one likes us, we don't care, that kind of thing. So last night, and listen, total cheap shot by Vasgersian, and he's like, I hope somebody says something to him like, yo, dude, really? Because I think the Phillies are going to be on a couple of Sunday night games this year, right? So somebody's got to get in his ear and be like, yo, man, the whole snowballs and all that stuff, it's so tired. And it's not like Vasgersian's, like, I know he's been doing it for a long time, but it's not like he's Al Michaels who, like, probably witnessed it. You know what I mean? Like, this is somebody told him.
This is a guy who heard something.
Yeah, somebody told him a story. And so last night, in case you didn't see it, Alec Boehm, to me, clearly out, but hey, we'll take it. Phillies win. Alec Boehm called safe at home plate. It's reviewed. It's still called safe. And Atlanta Braves fans, disgustingly, started throwing things on the field. But instead of pointing out the disgusting act of the Atlanta Braves, here's what Matt Vasgersian had to say.
And we had to take a moment, and there's still a moment being taken as fans have voiced their displeasure by throwing some debris onto the field. I mean, the Phillies could feel right at home in this kind of environment, by the way.
Like, come on, dude. Like, what's wrong with you? I'll be honest with you. I'm actually a Matt Vasgersian fan. Like, I think he does a good job. You know, is the Santa Maria thing a little hokey? I don't know. But
yeah, but I didn't think it was a bad broadcast in general last night.
Maybe it's more like an emotional thing. Because MLB The Show 2006 was one of my favorite video games of all time. Matt Vasgersian was the play-by-play guy. So maybe it's more of a emotional kind of thing, right? But I don't think Vasgersian's as bad as everyone else makes him out to be. I don't think any of the prime broadcasters are as bad as everybody makes him out to be. Like, Joe Buck is amazing. Let's be honest. He doesn't hate Philadelphia. Like, cool it with all that. All the number one broadcasters for each market are pretty damn good. And for some reason we hate on them, and I don't know why. But I think Vasgersian does a pretty good job. But come on, dude. You don't need to take the cheap shot about Philly fans. The Phillies must feel right at home. Come on.
Yeah, that's an absolute rat move by him.
It
like,
is.
you literally have another fan base in front of you who's had another instance of doing this. They did it against the Cardinals in a playoff game on a bogus infield fly call, which they had every right to be mad about. But come on, you already have an incident where they were throwing trash in a playoff game,
Braves fans.
and you needed Chipper Jones, your cornerstone player, to come out and ask you to not be complete crumbs.
Right, exactly.
And that's a playoff game.
But when it's happening in live time, just say, oh my God,
Right.
Braves fans. Like, why do you got to take a shot at Philly?
Right, he wanted to get a funny one-liner in
He
there.
had to. He felt the need that he
It was
absolutely
a
had
stupid
to.
comment by
And
him.
I don't understand it. I'm tired of it. I know it hasn't been all that long. The last time we've seen Philly fans throw things on the ice.
Yeah, but
with the bracelets.
Citizens Bank Park, it's never happened in the history of this ballpark that they play at. Can you think of one?
No, Ryan. Somebody threw a beer at Ryan Howard. I'm pretty sure that was in Philadelphia.
Sure,
but still,
either way,
whatever. Like, it's just.
I would like an apology.
It's so. What's I'm saying? He's not going to apologize next time he does a Phillies game. He's not. But the Phillies are going to be on Sunday Night Baseball quite a bit this year because obviously anytime they play the Mets, there's probably a decent chance they're on Sunday Night Baseball. Phillies, Braves, come stretch run if the Phillies are in it, they'll probably be on. But Vasgersian's got to make a quick point of going, by the way, I took a cheap shot. Come on, dude. Enough with that. But we all reacted the same way. We all got mad. So the whole no one likes us, we don't care thing is kind of, not true. 610-632-0975. That was Morning Thoughts. We do it every day at 11:10. I'm Andrew Salchunas, filling in for the Cuz. Anthony will be here at some point this hour, dealing with a personal matter, attending a friend's father's funeral. Great man, that he's attending the funeral of. So Anthony will be here at some point. I'm sure we'll talk about that more. But until then, it's me with Connor Thomas sitting in my chair. The number is 610-632-0975. Chris, you hang tight. Mike, you hang tight as well. I'm Andrew Salchunas right here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies get the dub. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. Phillies were down in Atlanta for a 3-game series. They lost the first 2, but they ended up pulling away Game 3 last night, 7-6. It was controversial. In the top of the 9th inning, Alec Boehm on third base. Didi Gregorius hits a shallow fly ball to left. It looked like Alec Boehm did not touch home plate. The umpire called him safe. They reviewed it and everything. They ended up standing with the call, calling him safe. So the Phillies took the lead in the top half of the inning. Hector Neris then got the save in the bottom of the half. So the Phillies end up pulling away 1 win down in Atlanta, improving their record to 6-3 overall against the Braves this season. They're 4-2. They begin a 4-game series with the Mets tonight. Phils will throw Chase Anderson. Sixers in action with the Mavericks. Tip-off is at 7:30. You can listen live right here on The Fanatic. It is trade deadline day in the NHL. The deadline's at 3 o'clock. The Flyers fell to the Sabres yesterday again. They had a lead, blew it, and the Flyers still stand 4 points back of the Bruins for the final spot in the Eastern Division to make the playoffs. This update is also brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Whether it's next-day delivery or getting involved in their local communities, Napa goes above and beyond to serve you because their motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic. Win $500 7 times a day. Fast.
97.5 The Fanatic presents The Fanatic 500.
Start your engine!
The Fanatic 500.
Listen at 8, 10, noon, 2, 4, 6, and 8 for your chance to win $500 fast.
The Fanatic 500, your fastest way to win $500. The Fanatic 500 from the Parx Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash-out refi program and pay off high-rate credit cards, car loans, or other high-interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Sometimes in business, the unexpected comes calling. From rent increases to increased orders to, I'm going to say it, unprecedented times. But don't bounce back. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Bounce forward with fast, reliable internet on the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses and gives you the flexibility to update your bandwidth in just a few clicks. Be fast. Be flexible. Be ready for what's next. And bounce forward with Comcast Business. Get a powerful and reliable internet solution from Comcast Business, starting at $69.99 a month for 24 months with a 3-year agreement. And for a limited time, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card when you upgrade. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Prepaid card offer ends 5/9/21. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second service customers only. Early termination fee applies. Equipment installation taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Call for details.
Rally House, shop every team in town, college and pro, come on, it's time to go.
Gear up for the ballpark, Philly. Shop Rally House for the latest Philly styles, including the most popular Nike jerseys and the best selection of throwback gear.
Eagles, Sixers, Villanova, Penn State, Temple, Phillies, Flyers, don't be late. Rally House, it's your city, it's your house, it's a Rally House.
Shop in-store and online at rallyhouse.com.
That should do it with your new Anderson 400 Series windows. So stylish and easy to install. I have these exact ones in my own home.
Honestly, John, we couldn't be happier.
They're perfect.
They last a long time. Don't think you'll be needing me again. So this is probably goodbye. Alex, Julie, we'll see ya.
I hate goodbyes.
Alex, John was our contractor.
Anderson 400 series are the windows contractors trust most. Learn more at andersonwindows.com. 2020 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors. Visit andersonwindows.com for warranty details.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions, Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move with the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
Hey, it's me. Just wanted to reach out after yesterday's video call. You mentioned your friends going through a hard time right now. I wanted to recommend an app you should download. It's the How We Reach coaching tool. It's got tips on, how to reach out to friends or family members who are struggling. So it's great that you're there for your friend. I really think this tool will help you give them the support they need. So let me know if you want to talk.
Download the tool on reach.gov today.
The Wendy's restaurant in your area has issued a major bag alert.
Bag alert, major bag alert.
The bacon double stack is back in the biggie bag with fries, nugs, and a drink, all for just $5. The following are to be expected: joy, disbelief, inability to think about anything else. This deal is effective immediately, and it's only at Wendy's.
Major bag alert. Bag alert. Major
Biggie bag includes 4-piece nuggets, small fry, and small drink. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Well, if you have a dad bod but have no kids, well, set yourself up for weight loss success by doing a juice cleanse by Squeezed.com.
All right, Mike. So, beach season's coming up, and I want to look and feel great for the summer. I was nervous about not having energy and being hungry between juices, but it's not the case. I felt great. I was able to continue with my workouts for my heart health, and because juicing is the fastest delivery of vitamins and minerals.
And you can get same-day delivery if you go to Squeezed.com and order by 1 p.m. The juices will come by 9 p.m. the same day. That's Squeezed.com.
Happy Hour and Bob Cooney on a Wednesday night. Check out Beers with Bob. They send every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Bob Cooney and Andrew Salchunas go around the world of sports, bringing you updates and breaking news, plus all the betting lines you need. Sit back, crack open a cold one, and enjoy Beers with Bob. Wednesdays from 6 to 7 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Steven Singer, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. But you know who loves me? All the women who are lucky enough to get one of my exclusive 24-karat gold dip roses for Mother's Day. Get your mom or the mother of your children one of my beautiful gold dip roses in exclusive colors perfect for mom. A real rose, preserved in pure 24-karat gold. They start at $59. It'll come shipped for free in my signature gift box with your own personalized Mother's Day card. That's free shipping, free lifetime guarantee, free personalized Mother's Day card, and a luscious new color that you can only get at IHateStevenSinger.com. So stop what you're doing right now and start her bouquet of love. Order now and receive free shipping and get your rose by Mother's Day. Online at IHateStevenSinger.com. On the phone, 888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER. Or in our showroom at the other corner of 8th and Walnut. Only available at Steven Singer Jewelers. One place, one price.
Hey, are you tired of dealing with your old drafty windows and doors in your house? Well, it's time you finally go Guida, my good friends. At Guida Door and Window will help make your window and door replacement project more affordable with their buy one, get one half off sale. That's right. For every door or window you buy, you'll get the second one at 50% off. And you can mix and match these savings to suit your own needs. You can buy an entry door, you'll get half off a storm door. You can buy a patio door, you'll get 50% off a window. Need to replace all the windows and doors in your house? Then you'll save 50% on half of your project. The more you need, the more you save. Plus, Guida is making it easier for you to afford your project with no money down and interest-free financing up to 18 months. Act now. The offer is for a limited time only. Restrictions apply. For full details, call Guida today and schedule a free, no-obligation in-home estimate. The number, 1-877-GO-GUIDA. Online, GoGuida.com. That's go, Guida.com.
Hello? We just made your listening experience easier. 97.5 The Fanatic is now on radio.com. Radio.com. Check it out now. More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
11:30, 97.5 The Fanatic. I'm Andrew Salchunas. The Cuz will be here shortly. If he's not here at the end of this segment, he'll be in for the 12 o'clock hour. So Anthony on his en route right now. So right now you got me and Connor Thomas. Here's what we got on the show so far today. We opened up with a Phillies conversation that I think we really need to have. And I think we really need to find out the exact science of how to react to the baseball season. Because it's been a while, right? Last time they made the playoffs was 2011. It's been a long time. So I understand that it's the first time you're really excited for Phillies baseball. They got out of the gate on fire. They're 3-0, beating the Braves, right? They take 2 of 3 against the Mets, and we're all feeling great. They're 5-1 through the first 6 games of the season. And now those Braves that you just swept, you're heading down to Atlanta to face. And they lose the first 2 games. And here I am Sunday morning doing the show as always with the bro. And early comes the tweet, make sure you talk about the Phillies and how you shouldn't buy into them because they're frauds. And we just saw it on the road. And I thought about my man Anthony and the amount of times, the millions of times he's told me to not react to one person on social media. But I wanted to bring it up. And I wanted to see if there were other people that actually felt that way. And sure enough, a lot of people did. Social media started buzzing. And then during the game yesterday, when the Phillies blew the lead, when Acuna ties with the home run, the tweets start coming in again. And it's, oh my God, here we go with the Phillies again. What a bad series in Atlanta. Like, it was already, what a bad series. This is terrible. I'm like, hold on a second. It's the 7th inning. Like, the Phillies offense is on fire, too. Like, this is just a huge offensive performance. This is a big offensive game for both teams that we should just be thrilled to be watching. As baseball fans, I know Phillies fans, we want the Phillies to win 10-0 every single time. But as baseball fans, like, last night was a great game to watch. It was awesome. And I see the reaction. They stink, blah, blah, blah. They can't win on the road. Hold on. This isn't the Sixers of last year. Like, let's take a minute. Teams win and lose at home. They win and lose on the road. And the Braves are still a very good baseball team. And clearly they were not seeing pitch as well the first series. If you watched them against the Nationals, and if you heard me on the show, I said that they're going to be pretty damn good. And you know what? It ended up being that way. And the Braves ended up winning 2 of 3. So as Anthony walks in now, what's going on, man? How are you? It's wonderful to see you.
What's up, my brother? Good to see you. He was out, but who cares?
Yeah, I know. He was 100% out. But I got to ask you, there's got to be a science on how we react to Phillies games. Because we already do the Eagles thing with the Sixers. There's 162 games.
What do you mean? What's the problem?
Oh, dude, the Phillies were a fraudulent team after the first 2 games in Atlanta.
Really?
And it wasn't just one guy on social media. I brought you up a few times that as I was doing the show Sunday morning,
I would have told you that.
I heard your voice.
I've been like, dude, don't react to one person.
But so instead of getting angry by that one person, I just wanted to ask, hey, are there other people feeling this way? And a lot of people were. Oh, they just got lucky the first 6 games.
No,
the Braves are a very good baseball team.
Yeah, what do you think they're going to win? First of all, it's on the road. What do you think they're going to win every game?
But man, as soon as Acuna hit the home run last night, you should have seen, oh my God, here we go again, same old Phillies. And I'm like, whoa.
I mean, the only thing that disappointed me for the weekend was Eflin.
Yes.
I mean, he got hit hard.
Hard. Early, too.
And I need him to be a good 3.
Yeah,
like, I need him for that. That was the only thing that, like, disappointed me.
Right.
When I look at this team, they're going to hit. They're a good team. Like, listen, obviously they need a center fielder. We get that. But,
right.
I mean, it's a good lineup. They go toe-to-toe with that Braves team.
Yes, they do. But there's so much reaction to this team's not.
We are manic.
But there's got to be a science. Is it?
There's no science. It's the same thing that afflicts the Sixers. It's called emotion.
Right.
It's called we care so deeply and we want it so much that it makes us goofy.
But we're going to go crazy. It's 162 games. They're probably going to lose.
I already gave up on that.
You're done.
Well, no, we are going to get goofy. They're going to get goofy. Everybody's going to get goofy. We got goofy with the Sixers. Look, I'm half goofy with the Sixers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, wasn't exactly a good game the other night.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Thankfully, they bounced back against the Thunder.
Right, but, you know, that Thunder team is
Ben scored 12 in the
gross.
first half and then won the second half. I know he didn't have to score, but
yeah,
you would like to still, hey, look, keep your foot in the gas pedal there, Ben.
Yeah.
Not 1 point in the second half.
Yeah, I think he's going through something.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I mean, I think that's real.
Yeah.
All the stuff with his sister.
Yeah,
and everything.
well, I mean,
that
it's
she made
awful.
public, I think, is a very real deal. I think he's going through it.
Well, we talked about it afterward. Remember his quote during one of his post-game press
I got to get my
conferences?
ass together.
But before he said, I got to get my ass together, the first line was, there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
So at first, we all thought, yeah, you're not playing well. Like, that's what's not.
Yeah, no, I think it's deeper than that. Yeah,
exactly.
I do think it's wearing on him.
Dude, yeah.
You know,
that's
listen,
that's
you
a
put
serious
yourself
thing.
into family issues, people you love.
Right, exactly.
You know, I mean, that's where you're not impervious as an athlete. You're going to feel things. It's going to affect you. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah, exactly. But, so between the Sixers and the Phillies, we're going goofy.
But that's the way we approach it.
Yeah, but
see, we were raised on, especially over the last 15 years. Raised with Eagles.
Town, I know.
You know,
but you're gonna go nuts.
We're raised. We approach everything like it's a football game.
Right. So I try
it's a football season.
When I watch the Phillies, right? Obviously, I go nuts every single game, but I try to break it down by 10 games or 9 games because of 3 series.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, 162. Listen, I covered baseball and traveled.
Right.
162.
Yes,
oh my God.
I'm sure that was crazy.
That's a grind. Let alone playing it. Just covering it.
Right.
Was a pain in the ass.
So okay, you look at it through 9 games. They're 6-3. They're 4-2 against the Braves.
They're a good team.
Right. But if we react every single game the way we do with the Eagles, the way we do with the Sixers, yeah, you're going to think the Sixers suck after the 2 losses, or Phillies suck after the 2 losses to the Braves.
Yeah, I
They
just
don't.
no. The real team to get your ire is the Flyers. How do you beat Boston?
Yep.
And that was I was like, wow, it was a great game.
Yep.
You beat Boston.
Season's still alive.
And then you lose to that dog meat Sabres team.
Mm-hmm.
So if you remember, it was Saturday afternoon, right? Flyers and Bruins.
Yep.
So I get in the car. I had Little League.
Okay.
The Little League. It was all the opening ceremonies.
Yeah.
So it was awesome, right? It was a lot of fun. I get in the car. Mossie's got a game, the whole thing. I get in the car. Flyers. What's going on, Flyers? I hear Jason.
Okay.
And he's going through the highlights. Right? Oh, there it is. And, the Flyers. And it was like, the victory. I'm like, wow, they won. They beat Boston. You got to be kidding me. And then and it's funny, his last words before signing off. But remember, they play Buffalo tomorrow. If they don't beat Buffalo, then today doesn't matter.
Right. All this
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I agree. Doesn't mean anything.
Well, I thought yesterday morning was the beginning of a little streak for the Flyers.
Are you kidding me?
And then they blow, like, that was a major lead that you blow to the Buffalo Sabres. What are you doing? And people still think they should buy. No, it's sell. Deadline day, 3:00. You got to sell. I don't know what you're selling.
I'm asking you. What are you trying to sell?
I saw. Speaking of Jason, I saw him tweet that there are people talking about like Konechny possibly being involved in something.
Why would you trade Konechny?
Well, that's the thing.
Konechny played great Saturday.
Right, but he's also part of the young core that it's not like
what's the point?
You're not blowing up his team.
Listen, I don't believe that a little bit.
Right.
Why? That's the guy you don't trade.
Exactly. You still have a young core that you want to build around. Just this season just sucked.
Right. Listen, I love Konechny. I do. I love his attitude. He reminds me of that, that I hate to say throwback Flyer because that gets you in trouble, but he's that guy, man. He's a captain. He's a born captain, the kid. He could play. I'm sorry. What's the matter?
Well, no, I'm just reading the tweet. So Jason says trade deadline day, and it's already been compelling. This guy, David Pagnotta, mentioned Nolan Patrick and Travis Konechny as potential players on the move.
Well, that makes no sense. Nolan Patrick, yeah.
Yeah.
But not Konechny.
That's been a major disappointment. I know he had all those issues last year, but
listen, he's been horrible. He's non-existent.
But you can't be trading Konechny at this point.
No.
Unless you're getting a ton back. But
no.
You know what I mean? The season's been so bad. What are you actually getting back?
You can't do that. You know what's funny? I was thinking about Flyers, right? So we, when I heard you say it, that my buddy Toots, his dad passed away, and so I just came from the funeral, and it was interesting because that's a big hockey family. Okay. Like, they love Flyers.
Orange and black.
The D'Angelos love their Flyers, man. Love the orange and black. And it's funny because his brother Steve did the eulogy.
Okay.
And talked about how he went to his dad when he was like a senior in high school and said he wanted to buy Flyers season tickets.
Whoa.
And it was like, in the 70s or whatever. So I guess it was
good time.
Really cheap. It was like $90 for half a season.
Right.
And his father, they're old school. The old school guys, $90 is a lot of money. Hockey tickets. Right. He says, well, you get $90, I'll match it, or whatever, how it works.
Okay.
And he was telling the story how he, sure enough, he got the money.
Oh, it's awesome.
And then he matched it and go to see the Flyers.
That's awesome.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you, and, and God bless him because he lived a lovely life and great father, grandfather, the whole thing, But sports, man, it means so much in this town, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It just does. Like here we are at a funeral mass.
Right.
And, he invokes the Flyers.
Right, the Flyers. Exactly.
That's real.
It is real.
And it's just such a big deal for us.
Oh, yeah.
I try to explain it. And this is why you just got to grin and bear it.
Right.
When you see people going, that's it, Phillies.
They're frauds.
They stink. It's just emotion.
Yeah, I got it.
It's just, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
You just got to just slough it off.
But I just hope people realize that this team's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I think, listen, if they don't, they will when it happens, because it will happen. They will be pretty good.
Yeah.
But one of the things, and we should talk about this too, is just the role of sports in our lives like that. Like, that's profound. When you're talking about somebody's life.
Right.
And you invoke the hockey team or the football team.
Listen, you lived it when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. How many callers did you take that entire week?
It never gets.
My
and that's why you're right. And that's why Vaskersian is a excursion.
Yes,
he's a scourge.
That was, come on, dude, low ball move.
You're a real
by the way, I used to, back in the day when he was in MLB and the Phillies were really, really good.
Yeah,
we used to. And I was at the other station. We used to battle, he and I.
Really?
We used to go at it. I used to have him on once every couple of weeks.
Does he always have Philly hate?
Yeah, he hated the Phillies.
Why?
I don't know. He said something, and I would always go at him with it. He's a Braves guy.
Oh, okay.
He's a Braves guy. Vaskersian.
That explains, because I already had the calls today. He seemed more biased toward Atlanta last night.
Yeah, he's a Braves guy. As much as he tries to hide it, that sneaks out.
Now, I've always enjoyed Vaskersian, and I talked about it.
Yeah, well, he's a good sport. We had fun. We actually used to battle. This is before he was just doing like in studio stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And he was the voice of MLB The Show when I was a kid. So, I always had like that sort of emotional, oh yeah.
No, we should get him on.
And then he takes that shot yesterday, and I go,
it was unnecessary.
Yo, dude, it's happening in Atlanta.
Philly is fulfilled right at home.
It's happening in Atlanta. Come on, man, you can't take that shot.
Well, I think that's right, and he should know better, because, listen, when are the fans at Citizens Bank Park unruly?
Yeah, great question.
Because I don't remember any time recently. Do you?
No, I remember the one time somebody threw beer at Ryan Howard. That was one time.
Yeah, and the guy was an idiot.
Yeah, he was.
But I mean, it wasn't like an entire crowd behaving
Right, yeah,
badly.
a bunch of people were throwing stuff on. They had to pause the game.
Right, that's my point.
And then he takes a shot at Philly.
You don't see that at Citizens Bank Park.
No, you do not.
So, what is that? That is.
They were just in Philly because the Phillies Mets was Sunday Night Baseball.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah, but that's that's a sailing character. He assailed our character.
Yes, he did.
It's character assassination.
And I don't like that.
By Vasgersian.
Now, the Phillies are going to be on Sunday Night Baseball a lot this year. Does he make a comment next time? Does he go, does he own it? Or is he just, he said it, he keeps going?
Yeah, what do you mean? He's not.
No.
He's not thinking twice. You think he thinks twice about that?
Probably not.
You think Vasgersian?
Nobody gets in his ear and goes, yo, dude, that was a little
Do
low
you
ball.
think, I'll ask you this question.
I got my orders.
Do you think Windhorst thinks twice about his ridiculous reports?
Not Windy.
About Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid
Not the wind gust.
being, for 3 years now, being separated?
You know what we got to do? Wednesday, when we have Nagandi on, we have to be like, yo, Kev, you got to go, you guys work for the same network here.
Yeah.
At the mothership.
Yeah.
You got to.
The only thing is that Kev, I don't think Kevin.
No, he would.
He's not a wartime concierge.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
But he's got to be like, hey, what's with the cheap shot there?
Yeah.
Daddy?
No, Kev's a nice guy. Like, I don't think. I'll ask him if he can reach over and slap the Windhorse and Vasgersian.
Right. By the way, there's people already, ever since you got in, sending screenshots of Bohm, and they think he touched home plate.
Yeah, nah.
You can't go screenshot.
That's all right.
You can't go, but he didn't touch
Did you
home.
see the meme going around with the foot being big?
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yes, the tweet was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That's fantastic.
Really touched home plate. It was a gigantic
That's the best.
clown shoe.
That's the best.
Well, I mean, Bohm himself said it. They're like, hey, do you know if you touched home plate? He goes, I was called safe. That's all that matters.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you watch, we all saw the replay 100 times. I mean, he was out.
Now, let me
So
ask you
it doesn't
something.
matter.
Because Buster Olney was tweeting a lot about it last night and today, saying that the MLB should say something.
What are you going to say?
Exactly. Like,
Why, you missed it?
right.
I mean, I don't know what is there to say.
You're not going to protest the game because I think you have to do it like right after the play happens. And I don't think Snedeker did it.
Yeah, but I don't know how
Game
you.
over.
But I don't know how you mess up replay,
That's a good question.
and I don't know how you protest replay.
Yeah,
I mean, once you go to replay, it goes to replay.
Exactly.
So
I don't know. I mean, maybe the MLB says, hey, it happens. I don't know. Like, what do they do?
what do you mean? I mean, it is what it is.
Well, I
I
don't
mean,
know, but, like,
it's a bad call. Listen. What's the big deal? Bad calls happen all the time. They happen in the course of a million games.
Yes, they do.
So who cares? It's a bad call. So what?
Yeah, and move on, right?
Listen, throughout the year, the Phillies will have bad calls against them. Stuff that they can't challenge or something within the rule. Look, it all evens out.
You know who's
It's
not
the big deal.
You know who's not happy with the call?
Who?
I'm so glad he's not on this team anymore. Drew Smiley. He called them an embarrassment.
Drew
Smiley.
Stop.
Talk about a guy. My man can't talk. Your pitching is an embarrassment.
How about Reese? Bryce got hit in the hot bat.
It's good. Harper crushing the ball.
Yeah, man.
Can I ask you something? Hey, you got to talk about Parks here. But why the other night, I didn't text you this, and my apologies. Why would you pull Reese from the game and keep Knapp at first base?
I have no idea.
That was a move.
It's almost like the time when Joe, like I love Joe, but
Brad
the whole
Miller.
the Wheeler thing too.
Yeah. But what?
Like you got to know that that's a bad mistake.
Why would you?
That you had to pull Wheeler because it was your second trip out there.
That's not good. I'm not worried, but
I know, but
why keep it napping?
You got to keep it real. I don't.
I know Hoskins was 0 for 4 that day. I'd still rather him go 0 for 5.
Yeah, I don't understand. You know who does that too? If you watch like the Rays, they just
they'll keep pitchers in left field.
It's stupid. I agree with you.
I don't get it.
All right, we got lots to get to, including. Did you get to this Jeffrey Lurie thing?
Yep.
We're going to have an intervention
again. Another one.
Like a real one.
Yeah. It's
in The Athletic. We'll discuss it. We got Phil's. We got what sports means to us. As I told you, I was just at a funeral, and it came up. And it's amazing because it just matters to us in a beautiful way.
Mm-hmm.
It's Cuz Radio. Tune us. Let's talk Parks Casino, shall we? The Street Road, Ben Salem, hometown, 4for4 casino and sportsbook of choice. The place for all of your hometown action. So, look, we got Phil's on a nice stretch now, and it's the place. You got Sixers Mavericks, and they have all the props, and they have all the live in-game betting, the game props, money lines, spreads, totals. They got it all at Parks Casino Sportsbook. Check it out. Go to parkscasino.com/PA. Use the promo code FANATIC. You'll get a risk-free bet up to $500. The website's got all the details. It's the place for all your hometown action. Parks Casino, Bucks County. Just remember, you got to be 21. You got to be in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Bills get the dub. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by NJ Diet. NJ Diet contractually guarantees you to lose 20 to 40-plus pounds in only 40 days, now offering live online video consultations. Call 855-5NJ-DIET or visit njdiet.com. Phillies beat the Braves yesterday 7-6. There was a controversial call in the ninth inning when Alec Bohm, I'll just say it, I see your screenshots. He didn't touch on play, but they called him safe. They reviewed it. The call stood, so the Phillies take the lead in the top of the ninth inning, and then Hector Neris gets the saves. Phillies beat the Braves. They lost 2 of 3 down in Atlanta. They start a 4-game series with the Mets tonight. Chase Anderson on the mound for the Phils. Flyers fell to the Sabres yesterday. It was a tough, brutal loss. And now today is NHL trade deadline day. The deadline is at 3 o'clock. Sixers face the Mavericks. Tip-off's at 7:30. You can listen live right here on The Fanatic. This update is also brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Whether it's next-day delivery or getting involved in their local communities, Napa goes above and beyond to serve you because their motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Breakfast is sizzling at Wawa with 2 for $4 sizzly breakfast sandwiches in all your favorite varieties, like Applewood smoked bacon, egg and cheese on a buttery croissant, or sausage, egg, and cheese on a bagel. For a double delicious breakfast on the go, pair your favorite sizzly breakfast sandwiches with our new Sizzly Burrito. Stop by Wawa and grab any 2 Sizzlies for $4. Available 5 to 11 a.m. Limited time only. Gotta have a Wawa.
What's for dinner, you ask? At Wawa, we've got the answer. Because Wawa now has burgers. That's right. Every day starting at 4 p.m., you can grab delicious premium burgers, French fries, handcrafted milkshakes, and more. Dinner just got easier and more delicious. Choose in-store, curbside, or delivery. Wawa Dinner. Sounds good.
When water strikes, call DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Water in your basement, minor leaks, or moisture on the walls could all cause major damage to your home, allow mold to grow, and even weaken the structure of your home. Call the leader in basement waterproofing, DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. They provide free consultations and foundation assessments, and just by mentioning the Mike Missinelli Show, you can save 15%. Don't let water damage ruin your home. Visit DryTechCorp.com. It's DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
911, what's your emergency?
There's a train that just hit a car.
Sir, what is your location? Look around for a street sign, sir.
It's 8th and Orchard. 8th and Orchard.
Okay, very good. 8th and Orchard. Sir, help is on the way.
Why would you do that? The train still doesn't stop. You have to get there now.
At a railway crossing, even if the engineer sees you and hits the brakes, it can take a mile for the train to stop. And for you, that's too late. Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
Well, times have been tough, but you can help make things brighter for yourself and others. Make money and help save lives by donating plasma at CSL Plasma. Now, as a new CSL Plasma donor, you can make up to $700 this month, and your donations can help create therapies to treat people with rare and serious diseases. Give them and yourself a brighter tomorrow. For CSL Plasma locations and info on how you can donate plasma and make up the $700 this month, visit cslplasma.com. When you go, tell them Mike Miss says hello. That's CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Now more than ever, people want to know if there's anything they can do to help. And the answer is yes at BioLife Plasma Services. Your plasma is desperately needed to create life-changing medicines to help treat people with immune deficiencies, those who are most at risk right now. And when you donate plasma at BioLife, you can earn up to $1,000 in your first month as a token of appreciation for your time. So please, become a donor at BioLife. Visit biolifeplasma.com to learn more.
When the forgotten poor are in need of healing, they wait for a ship unlike any other. Mercy Ships, a floating hospital staffed by volunteers, heroes of mercy who donate their time to save lives.
Every human has the right to have a place at the table of the human race.
If you could just see the smiles that you get when lives have been changed, then it would make it all worth it.
To learn more about Heroes of Mercy, go to mercyships.org.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español? Hablo. It's hablo? Yes. It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real-life situations.
The app is so easy to use and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at babbel.com. That's babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
It's easy to get started playing real money slots and table games with Sugar House Online Casino. Just go to playsugarhouse.com on your phone or computer, and you'll have at your fingertips more than 200 slots, table games, progressive jackpots, and more. Plus, right now, new members can get up to $250 in free play when you make your first deposit. Make Sugar House your #1 destination for online gaming. Go to playsugarhouse.com today. Presented by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
These days, it's okay to do some things halfway, like wearing your pajama bottoms on a work call. But managing your prescriptions shouldn't be one of them. That's why CVS has a proprietary search tool to find ways that may help lower your prescription costs, and will deliver them for free. No wonder CVS customers are better than most at staying on prescriptions, which tends to make you healthier. Come in or call today and get a free prescription savings review at CVS. Savings vary. Not all patients eligible for savings. Delivery restrictions apply. Visit CVS.com for details.
Well, if you have a dad bod but have no kids, well, set yourself up for weight loss success by doing a juice cleanse by Squeezed.com.
All right, Mike. So, beach season's coming up, and I want to look and feel great for the summer. I was nervous about not having energy and being hungry between juices, but it's not the case. I felt great. I was able to continue with my workouts for my heart health, and because juicing is the fastest delivery of vitamins and minerals.
And you can get same-day delivery if you go to Squeezed.com and order by 1 p.m. The juices will come by 9 p.m. the same day. That's Squeezed.com.
I love betting on basketball because I'm always finding new player props or game props that I like. And what's cool about FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino is you can combine these props with other bets from the same game to score an even bigger payout. It's called a same game parlay bet, and you can only find them on FanDuel. You can put a small amount of money down on a player's points, rebounds, and assists and win a ton of money. If you haven't tried FanDuel Sportsbook yet, new users get a risk-free bet of up to $1,000. Just place a bet and FanDuel will refund you up to $1,000 back in site credit if you don't win. New and existing users can get up to $25 in site credit back each day if your parlay falls one leg short with same game parlay insurance. That's right, every day. That's why I bet on FanDuel. The app's so simple to use. They have fast withdrawals and special promotions. So download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today to try a same game parlay. Use promo code Natalie at sign up. That's promo code Natalie.
Must be 21 plus and present in NJ or PA. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $25. Terms apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Home of 76ers basketball.
Ben Simmons to Joel, bang, two-hand jam.
Flyers hockey.
Carter Hart made the save. The bouncing puck still free. Hart's got to make another one.
And Anthony Gargano, weekdays from 10 to 2.
Oh, man.
Plug in. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's The Fanatic 500.
Hey, let's go. We got the word. Here's the word. Shock. It's a great word, shock. Like shock the world. Text the word shock to 45911. That's the word shock, or you can enter it on the Fanatic mobile app or at 97.5thefanatic.com. One winner selected at random will win $500. Everyone that enters on our app or website be qualified for a $10,000 grand prize. The Fanatic 500, sponsored by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Get complete rules for this company-wide contest at 97.5thefanatic.com. Please remember to never text and drive. Good luck. All right, it's noon across the Delaware Valley. The thing that really caught my eye today, Judas. Oh, man, are you kidding me? This monster piece in The Athletic. Huh. Sheil Kapadia, Zach Berman, Bo Wolf. The headline, Paranoia, Mismanagement, and Office Politics Inside the Eagles' Downfall under Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman. Oh, my God. What in the world?
I love that they're calling it a downfall, right? Because that's what it's kind of been the last couple of years.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jeffrey's like a maniac. He comes across like a maniac in this story.
Yeah, he's Jerry Jones, man. Just not Jerry Jones. Not the public eye.
Yeah, it's funny. Do you remember when, this is probably a while ago, where I kind of slid in there about the J.J. Arcega-Whiteside pick?
Yep.
Because, you hear it. My man is after he won the Super Bowl,
He's the best owner in football.
He's come to play.
He's a football guy.
Well, again, it's his prerogative, right? He owns the team.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
But
I get it.
This thing's amazing. This thing's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, and then Howie, there's one blurb in there basically talking about Howie Roseman and the leaks. And apparently, according to sources in this story, Howie would try to find out who was leaking information, not because he was upset that the information was leaked. He was upset that it wasn't him that was the one doing it. Like, he wants to be the one that leaks out information, and apparently it's strategic in terms of, hey, Schefter gets this guy gets this guy get that. The line in there says Howie looks at information as currency.
Well, it's true. It actually is currency. I mean, it's a shame, and that people's lives and you make a living on it.
Carson Wentz is a terrible human being.
I know. Well, that's
what he made him out to be.
I mean, that's above. That's horrible, but it's true. I mean, let me tell you something, Holmes. One of the best things that ever happened was sports radio. Because when you're a writer, it's so hard these days because you're lower. When I was doing it, you had a little more gravitas.
Right.
And I was in New York, so you had power. And people would sit down and talk to you. And they never, look, everybody always tries to play you.
Right.
But there was nothing like this where you get manipulated. And it's like this all across the league. Every sport. Amazing stuff, man.
Yeah, it's
Jeffrey Lurie is a maniac.
Yeah, and it's
who would have thought?
Some of the stuff was, not repeated, but we read that Jeff McClain piece a few weeks ago, right? And there's a lot of similar stuff in terms of, Jeff being upset with how certain things were being run with the offense. It's how
they got to be going crazy because I know I would. 2 of these stories within a few weeks, a month of each other?
Yeah, and
are you kidding me?
And Les Bowen tweeted out this morning that after reading those 2 stories and stuff that he himself has heard,
right?
He said there's a lot of bad things going on at NovaCare. Like a lot. And I feel bad. Man, I feel bad. The first hour of the show, our man Reed from Charlotte called in.
Yeah.
And he
I
goes...
love Reed. Is he still mad at me?
Well, so he says to me, I'm just going to put that aside. I don't care about that. Nobody's giving Howie credit for signing Eric Wilson to a 1-year deal. And I go, dude, first of all, this is bigger than the talent on this. These are damning things that are out here. And what is Eric Wilson going to do for you? And then Reed says they could win 9 games this year. And I go, I'm sorry, I don't feel that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
If we're being real, I mean, look, like literally the front office is falling apart.
No, how you going to win 9 games? First of all, they don't believe they can win 9 games.
No, exactly.
I mean, that was the first thing I'd tell Reed, which is, listen, I don't want to. Nobody gets their jollies from being negative.
No,
but just open your eyes. They don't believe they're going to win 9 games,
which is why they made the trade.
Exactly.
Trade back 3 first-round picks next year.
Exactly.
And I gave Howie credit for that move because it's the right thing to do.
I actually thought the Wilson move was a good move, but whatever.
Right, but he's on 1-year deal, right? So he probably plays well this year, and you know what he does next year? He goes to a contender.
Well, we'll see, but whatever. I mean, again, it's a decent move.
Okay.
But yeah, again, it's not a Super Bowl move.
No.
It's like it's decent.
All right, 6 wins.
No, I still don't think they're going to be, I mean, how could you think they're going to be good? Again, this whole, listen, we all know, like, everybody knows we're all fans. Everybody wants them to win. But, at some point, you got to, you got to leave Disney World. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You got to check out. Check out the hotel.
And NovaCare's not Disney World right now, man.
You know what I mean?
Man.
All right, we'll get to it. There's a lot. This story is, oh my God. We need to have a true, honest to goodness intervention. Let's get back to the phone lines. Chris is in Jenkintown. Hello, Chris.
Hey, Cuz, how you doing, man?
What's happening, my brother?
Listen, long time listener.
I know you.
Caller.
Brother, come on, man.
What's going on? So anyway, a comment and then a question, please. My first comment is about the tagging up. First of all, when he got tagged or he didn't tag, it looked like he was out. Okay, I'll admit that. But see, so many more horrible calls go either way. So if the Phillies
exactly,
they could have said, okay, he didn't make it. Okay, so then that's it. The people that thought he scored, think they got screwed. But it happens a million times. That's not the biggest thing.
I completely agree with you. Who cares? There's always going to be plays that are close plays. I mean, that's just the bottom line.
Atlanta's a bunch of babies. They're showing you what babies they are, especially with the manager. Second of all, first of all, I don't know. And nobody said this, and I can't understand why. You can't block the plate. I mean, Bill Arnold was on the line in front of the plate. That's blocking the plate. That's
funny.
It's in the rule book.
Yeah, I got to tell you. Listen, I thought the same thing. When you really look at it, he does have the right there. If you look at it, he's got the right. Yes, he does. He's got the right there. I mean, whatever.
Well, why are they saying?
Because when you play, you got to play for the ball, right? I mean, the ball. You got to play for the ball. Listen,
maybe I'm totally wrong.
Chris, I'll be honest with you. I don't really. I'm just happy the Phillies won. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Like, I don't really whatever.
I'm a Phillies fan. I'm all in on the Phillies. Yeah. I mean, I know there's glaring weaknesses, and that leads me to my second question. I know the pitching's, getting a little bit better, but they're going to hit. Why in the world? When spring training came up, I asked my friends who are all Phillies fans. I'm like, what about this guy? Where's Herrera been? What did they get rid of him? And some of them thought, yeah, he got traded. Like, wait a minute, let me find out where he is. So I looked him up. He was playing. The Phillies owned him. But he was playing for some Venezuelan league, some team in Venezuela. But the Phillies owned his rights. So he come back to the Phillies. I know he don't. I think he's got more talent than what they got there, and I don't understand why I don't. You're
talking about Odubel. You're talking about Odubel, right?
Yeah, Herrera.
Yeah.
Yeah, Herrera or Odubel, whatever his name is.
Yeah, he was suspended, right? But listen, will he come back? I mean, now. Yeah, I mean, listen, I hear you. I mean, he may.
I don't like the guy.
He probably listen. He may find his way back up. My inclination is that he will find his way back up here. The only problem is, he's maddening too. He's better than what they got.
Both of them. Yeah, he's better than what they got now. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
why not go for that and look at? And hey, by the way, your boy your boy did it again.
Who's that, Ben?
Your boy Kyrie. Just taking off whenever he wants again.
Oh, how about that, dude? Oh my. Yeah, I hate them.
Are they ruining? Is he ruining the league or just thumbing his nose at the league when he does that, or what?
Who knows? He's a kook. He's a kook.
Yeah,
Justice says they shouldn't win.
Dude,
Right?
if you
I'm not saying the Sixers are going to win, but they shouldn't win.
Stop paying him his money if he won't do that.
I know. Thanks, Chris.
All right,
always a pleasure. Take it easy, brother. I mean,
yeah, he's off for personal reasons again.
The other time was his birthday party.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, remember the first time there was a video he was at it was somebody else's birthday. I think it was his sister's, and it was but he missed 4 games for it. And you're like, oh, that's a long birthday party, my man.
That's a party, man.
He didn't go to the West Coast trip. Like, man, that's a week.
He's with Paul Pierce. Let's go. Let's go to Uncle Pat. Uncle Pat, what do you say, Uncle Pat?
Hey, guys, my 2 favorite guys on radio.
What's happening, buddy?
All right, guys. Hey, listen, real quick. I want to talk about these Phillies here. Joe Girardi, I like a lot. I think he's one of the best managers in baseball. However, he's had not his best week, I don't think. He's missed a few things.
Yeah.
One of the things, I've had 60 years of baseball, and I had 3 years of minor league pitching. And one of the things, down in Atlanta, they have this Nakahoma. Every time I know, I say Nakahoma. And he's a Nakahoma, and this guy's doing pirouettes and 360s and spinning the bat. Well, I'm from the Philly area, and I want to call it hematoma, because if I'm pitching, he's going to be wearing the ball on his hip every time he's up there. They got to, you got to go. When a guy, I was taught in baseball when I was a pitcher, and I was in the minor leagues, and I was taught by my pitching coach, and every manager that I ever had said, a guy embarrasses us in any way, and it's nowhere near like it is today, but if they embarrass you, you hit them the next time you see them. And if they crowd the plate, they're taking money out of your mouth, out of your family's mouth. If they're in there, don't headhunt. I do not believe in that.
Right.
But picture a catcher's mitt on the guy's hip, and you drill him.
Pitching inside, man.
That's it. Bob Gibson. He would have never made the Hall of Fame if he wasn't so intimidating. That's number one. 2 things get me. I'm only going to speak fast about Quinn. He can't help himself. Until they make a rule that you can steal first base, he should be the 26th man on the bench and only put in a pinch running. He can't hit. That's not his fault. He can't do it. The guy who really goes up for me, like I say, I'm old school. Every time Acuna got a double, Albie's got a double, there's old Segura out there, grab-assing with him out there, telling him how great he is. If Segura played in the old days, he'd come in that dugout, and believe me, they wouldn't tolerate that. Are you playing for us or them?
Yeah, but Uncle Pat, it happens. It happens forever. First base.
Yeah.
You don't kibitz at first base.
Yeah, they do. But there's one thing about kibitzing. Okay, I'm going to tell you, it's a little different. You got like Freeman, good guy. He's there talking. They talk to one another.
Yeah.
But you just hit a double off your pitcher, and he's in there patting him on the back. I don't buy that. And the last thing I want to say...
You're old school, Uncle Pat.
The last thing I want to say, let's get robots at home plate or C&I dogs, because I watched Wheeler the other night, and Wheeler wasn't sharp. However, I watched it for 4 innings. That umpire, he had 11 strikes that he called balls on him.
Yeah,
he struck Acuna out. He struck Acuna out with 2 strikes. He struck him out with 2 pitches. He called them both balls. And then
he got squeezed. I agree with you. I do.
And the guy was out at home plate. Our guy was out at home plate.
He didn't have great stuff, but I agree with you. I thought he got squeezed too.
Oh, he got squeezed. It takes the fun out of watching it, Ant.
Yeah.
It takes the fun out, And
I don't know. I mean, aren't you enjoying it though? Like,
listen. I love.
It's like the
baseball.
Phillies are back, right? Especially you. No. You love baseball. You coached it. You're a big. You love it. Now they're back. It's awesome.
They're back, and I'm telling you, I'm giving a lot of credit. A lot of people that I'm hearing are saying, well, they're not equal to the Braves. Now, the Braves probably have the best team in their division because of one major reason. I think their defense is better. I think the Phillies pitching hasn't been bad except for the 4th and 5th starter. You take Andrew Knapp the other night when Whitaker was pitching. We got 2 runs in the first inning with Eflin, and Knapp missed a double by about a foot down the line, which would have made it 4-0.
Yeah.
So we're not that far away from them. But you can't have an umpire take your best pitcher, who I think Wheeler is their best pitcher. You can't take him out of the game by calling that kind of stuff.
Listen, I hear you, brother.
But I love you, man.
Be safe, my brother. We love you too, buddy. Take it easy. Yeah, it's going to come down to they got to get another pitcher at some point.
Yeah, pitcher, center fielder, and somebody in the bullpen. Another arm in the bullpen.
Yeah.
That's all. And
I'll tell you, Alvarado's got great stuff.
Yeah, he does.
He'll make you sweat. Like last night when he walks the leadoff guy, you're going,
oh, here we go. Right.
When he comes back, man, he's got a
100, constantly. It's amazing.
God.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
The pop of that glove.
Just imagine. Just remember, we didn't have that.
No, not at all.
So you were off Friday, Good Friday, and somebody put out statistics for Jose Alvarado. He threw 2 100+ mile per hour pitches that in the opening day, right? And it was the first time since Ken Giles. Ken Giles was the last guy to hit 100 in the Phillies bullpen.
Yeah.
And Ken Giles did it like 20 times that season. Alvarado's doing it 6 times a night.
Yeah, no, he's got a great arm, man.
And like the other guys were like Jake Diekman did it like 3 times.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You finally got power arms.
It's funny, I was a Diekman fan.
Well,
I like big arm dudes.
Dude, I thought he was going to be good.
So did I.
He was Randy Johnson out of the bullpen, right? With his release,
dude,
100 mile per hour.
Exactly.
He gets torched. And now he had a very good year last year for Oakland, but I was watching the game A's Astros was on MLB Network the other day, or Fox or whatever, and he got lit up again by the Stros.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. That's
the two guys I would never want to face. Now, obviously, Randy Johnson, if I was left-handed, because it just,
he started behind you.
Right. And
starts behind
so
you.
long and tall at 6'10". He's just all arms and legs.
Right.
And it's just coming at you. But that Cuban Missile, oh man. In his prime.
Hey, that, yeah.
Wow. Do you remember Phillies beat him when he was with the Reds? Phillies beat him. I don't know if you remember. It's a playoff game. They came in, they scored a run off him.
Mm-hmm.
It was the series where Doc throws the
and Ben Francisco took a hit off his head.
Yes.
I was at the game that night.
Yes.
I heard this.
It was like a Sunday.
It wasn't the closing series, but I was sitting I was first base side, second deck, and I heard the contact of Francisco's helmet.
You want to talk about throwing fire?
Yeah. There's a lot of them now. Dude, Jordan Hicks with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He touched 104 last season at one point.
Yeah.
104.
How about Ohtani?
Yes. He's throwing 100 and then hitting bombs.
No, dude, he's an amazing.
He really is.
He really is. Like, you want to talk about an amazing athlete? That dude, he's a great hitter.
And I'm glad.
He's off to a hot start, too. He's a great hitter, and he just throws fire. Especially now he's back, his arm's healthy again.
I'm glad they're letting him hit when he pitches.
Yeah.
Because when he first came up, they wanted him to be DH'd 4 whenever he pitched. And then the other day when he hit that home run in the outing that he threw 100 miles per hour, they asked him about it. He goes, well, no, I feel like I'm helping myself out when I hit.
Yeah, he is.
Because he knows he's
good.
A middle-of-the-order guy.
Right. That's an amazing story by itself, right?
It is.
Like, a dude like that,
the other
especially
thing,
with National League,
oh, yeah.
Pitcher hitting fourth.
The other thing that's going to be amazing is
protecting Trout.
They're probably going to suck again. And their 2, 3, 4 in the lineup are Ohtani, Trout, Rendon.
They
can never win.
Though? Rendon, he's been a disappointment.
Yeah, since he's gone out there. Yeah, that's true.
But you're right.
You would think.
Even that guy Fletcher leading off, he's not bad.
No, he's not.
Like, that team, you're right. But they get no pitching.
No, they had Quintana give up 15 runs the other day.
He stinks. Yeah,
he's awful.
Yeah. All right. Lots to get to. And I need some... I got to get some feedback on this whole Eagles thing. But are we crazy? This
is something we can't ignore.
This is bad.
I love my man Reed earlier saying, I'm going to forget that. No. Kind of hard to forget this.
I love Reese. I feel bad he was mad at me. You know, what are you going to do? I keep it real. 610-632-0975. Got some open lines. You want to climb aboard? It's Cuz Radio with the Tunis hanging right now. Don't forget Golden Nugget Jewelers. I always tell you about Golden Nugget Jewelers. Look, you're a man and you want a woman, you need to have a jewelry store at some point in your life. You gotta need a hookup. You need a connection. I'm watching that. Shake her head like, yeah, you don't want up. You know, that's it. Well, Golden Nugget Jewelers, let me humbly suggest 8th and Chestnut, right in Center City, heart of Jewelers Row. You go see my man. My hookup's Yaron. Y-A-R-O-N, Yaron. Tell him Cuz sent you. Say, yo, Yaron, Cuz told me to come over here. They got incredible diamonds. If you met that girl of your dreams and you're going to get engaged, go see him. I'm telling you, he's got all the financing options, right? He's got the best diamonds. Now, again, I'm not a diamond expert, so, here's what I do know. You look through that glass, you get clear, the cut, the clarity. It's amazing. And you get the perfect diamond where she's going to go wild. Absolutely wild. Thinking about getting engaged this spring, make sure you take a ride to 8th and Chestnut. Talk to your own. You'll find out the perfect setting, right? You'll get that. They have all the designers, Takori, Viraggio, you name it. You'll get the diamond, and you'll be happily ever after with the jewelry store, the hookup in your pocket. Golden Nugget Jewelers is where you got to go. Go to the goldennuggetjewelers.com. Golden Nugget Jewelers is where Philly gets engaged.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Beating the Braves. This Fanatic Sports Update is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Whether it's next day delivery or getting involved in their local communities, Napa goes above and beyond to serve you. Because their motor never quits, that's Napa know-how. Phillies beat the Braves last night 7-6 in a wild come from behind win. Phillies third baseman Alec Boehm slid home with the eventual winning run that caused controversy. They'll play the Mets tonight. Chase Anderson is on the mound. Sixers beat the Thunder over the weekend 117-93. They face the Mavs tonight at 7:30. Hear that game right here on the Fanatic. Stick with the Fanatic all day long. For breaking news and updates, I'm Natalie Eggenoff for 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update for 97.5 The Fanatic. Simple Green is perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new. SimpleGreen.com.
76ers and the Nets are tied for first in the NBA's Eastern Conference, both with 36-17 records. The 76ers today playing 3 of the Dallas Mavericks, total 225.5 at American Airlines Center. Baseball today, the Philadelphia Phillies are a $1.23 underdog of the New York Mets, who are laying $1.33 as the favorite. The total 8.5 over at Citi Field. Chase Anderson pitching for the 6-3 Phillies. It'll be David Peterson for the Mets. Seattle a $1.12 favorite at Baltimore. The Cardinals laying $1.36 at home against the Nationals. DraftKings Sportsbook is America's top-rated sportsbook app. I'm Mike Sennett, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Imagine feeling the freedom of 20/20 vision without the hassle of foggy glasses and contacts. Well, thanks to the LASIK Vision Institute, that freedom could be yours. The LASIK Vision Institute has officially taken away everything standing in your way. We're now offering 20% off LASIK with our latest Wavelight laser when treated in April. Go to LASIK.com to see this offer and see if LASIK is right for you. Plus, LASIK has never been more convenient. The procedure typically only takes 15 minutes, and most patients can get back to work the next day. The LASIK Vision Institute offers the latest FDA-approved LASIK technology, and our expert medical teams have performed over 1.3 million procedures. Technology and experience, all more affordable than you might imagine, especially with 20% off. Go to LASIK.com today to schedule your free consultation and start feeling the freedom of better vision. That's LASIK.com. Must mention this promotion and be treated in April 2021 to qualify. 20% off standard price of Wavelight procedure. Cannot be combined with any other offers. Go to LASIK.com for details. Patient age 40 and over will likely experience the need for reading glasses. Individual results vary.
New BetMGM customers can turn $1 into $100 when someone hits a dinger. I'm Derek Gunn, and sign up for the BetMGM app using DGUN100. And if you place a $1 moneyline wager on the Phillies or the Mets, you'll get an additional $100 if either team hits a home run. And after the final out, there's no reason to leave your seat. Discover BetMGM's innovative parlay selection builders, daily promotions, boosted odds specials, and more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use the bonus code DGUN100 to win $100 when you wager on the Phillies or the Mets and either team hits a home run. Swing for the fences with BetMGM, the king of sports books. New customer offer, paid and free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. BetMGM Sports in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
New Dunkin' Sweet Cold Foam is the perfect way to top the perfect cup of Dunkin' Cold Brew. Exclusive offer for DD Perks members only. You can try a medium chocolate stout cold brew with sweet cold foam, or classic cold brew with sweet cold foam, or cold brew for $3. It's an added layer of velvety smoothness on top of already ultra smooth 12-hour steeped Dunkin' Cold Brew. Give a little lift to every sip with this velvety feeling that you can't top. Not a member? Join today. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary.
At Fine Wine and Good Spirits, we know good things never have to come to an end. Because whether you're bringing together gin cocktails and good times, or whiskey sours and happy hours, we celebrate the days that turn into nights and pairings that become impossible to forget. Cheers to days out and nights in with spirits on sale now. Craft your perfect nightcap when you save $4 on Woodford Reserve Distiller Select Straight Rye Whiskey and $3 on Hendrick's Gin, both 750 milliliter bottles. Offers end April 25th, 2021. Please enjoy responsibly.
Well, the install of your new Anderson 400 series windows is done. They look great. Piece of cake to install. I have them in my own home.
We love them, John.
Beautiful. They really last, so you won't be needing me to fix anything either. This is probably goodbye. Take care.
That was a tough goodbye. Worse than when the kids went to college.
I love our windows, but John was our contractor.
Anderson 400 series are the windows contractors trust most. Learn more at andersonwindows.com. 2020 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors. Visit andersonwindows.com for warranty details.
Why would I quit my 9 to 5 to start a 9 to who knows when gaming company? Or eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Oh, I gotta get that. How could my favorite tech be an app that helps run my business? No offense, smartphone. None taken. Or fill my garage with enough servers to power a small country? It's because I wanted to make it big in gaming. And QuickBooks suite of tools helped me get there.
Intuit QuickBooks helps small businesses be more successful. Learn more at QuickBooks.com.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 1 Series tractor for just $99 per month at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2315.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Fogo de Chão, it all starts with getting inspired by exotic dishes from the market table. And then you ask the gaúcho to take it up a notch. And then they bring you the bone-in ribeye. Because the rich, juicy flavor from the bone goes right into the meat. And then, into your mouth. Welcome to what's next at Fogo de Chão. Reservations at fogo.com.
All right, listen, baseball season in full swing, right? But, you didn't even start your spring training yet, right? No worries. You can still get slimmer for summer. Yeah, this summer. It only takes 40 days to lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40-plus pounds with NJ Diet. NJ Diet's program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, blood work. That's right. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet and workout regimen to help you keep it all for good. You don't want to do it alone. And guess what? We understand that. NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. You'll be fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you're burning fat, not just losing water. You also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet, all natural, no shots, no hormones, no surgery. Locations are close by. Cherry Hill, Princeton, or from the comfort of your own home, your couch, with live online video consultations. That's it. So here's the deal. Just give me a shout. 855-5NJ-DIET. It's a call you love to make. I'm telling you. 855-5NJ-DIET. Go to njdiet.com. Lose the weight for good. That's njdiet.com.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, 12 o'clock hour brought to you by Service First. Heating and air conditioning. Get 0% financing for 72 months, $500 rebate when you purchase a complete heating and cooling system from Service First. Learn more at servicefirsthvac.com. There you go. So, I'm going to get back to the phones in a sec. But I'm confused about one thing. A story like this about Jeffrey Lurie comes out and nobody wants to talk about it?
Uh-huh. I don't know. I brought it up this morning. And it's
funny because when I left the church, I turned you on, and you were kind of talking Phils, which I love. I talk Phils all day long.
Yep.
But I'm thinking, I wonder if he talked about the Eagles.
Opening segment, came out the first break, touching on it some more, talking about it, reading some blurbs from it.
See, I don't want to go here, but this is where my mind goes. Now, unless we're all in a cult, all right? Unless you're caught in a cult. My biggest fear is that you'll never win ever again.
Well, I told you the one call that talked Eagles was Reed. And he said, I don't care about the he said, she said. I'm gonna let that one go to the side. And I go, oh, what?
Yeah.
And then he went on to say the Eagles are going to win 9 games this year. And I go, well, talent-wise alone, they're not good. But look at this mess that we got.
This is an amazing story, man. I'm sorry. It's an amazing story.
But is it, hey, we already heard this before?
4 weeks into the 2019 season, Doug Peterson sat down for his scheduled inquisition. The Tuesday tribunals with team owner Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman were a weekly occurrence during Peterson's 5-year tenure as Eagles head coach. In the meetings, Lurie and Roseman questioned Peterson about all aspects of his game management the week prior.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth down decision-making, play calling, personnel choices. Everything was on the table. This is the story in The Athletic. Now, full disclosure.
I question a lot of his fourth down calls.
If I was Howie and Jeffrey, I'd the same thing. However, he's the coach. Like, he wasn't doing that with Andy. Like, he's not saying to Andy, hey, how come you didn't run the ball? Right?
Right.
He's not doing that. Days earlier, the team, this one we heard a little bit about, but it's amazing. The team overcame a 10-0 second quarter deficit to beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers and get to 2-2. The offensive key to the win was a steady dose of the running game that took advantage of Green Bay's defensive game plan. And we remember, we'd all lauded Doug, and it was a great game plan.
It wasn't rocket science. It was, hey, you're facing the worst defensive ranked team in the league. Run the ball.
I think.
He did it.
I think going into the game, we do our game plan every week?
Yeah.
Remember that?
And that was your game plan.
Apparently, that wasn't good enough, according to the story. Lurie, who has long advocated the use of analytics, wanted to know why Peterson hadn't called more passing plays.
Mm-hmm.
the interrogation was the same after another win that season, this time in Buffalo on a day with 23-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah. Remember Josh Allen couldn't throw the ball downfield because how much wind there was.
Yeah, it's Buffalo. It was ridiculous.
So what are we complaining about here, Jeff?
Here's one of the sources in the story. Peterson was ridiculed and criticized for every decision. If you won by 3, it wasn't enough. If you lost on a last-second field goal, you're the worst coach in history. Oh, man. Now, listen. Now, I don't want to go as far as my man VG, who says, he was feeling bad for Doug. Like, I don't feel bad for him. I mean, he made a lot of money, so you got to deal with nonsense. So whatever.
Yeah, and you're getting paid for 2 more years to sit at home.
And you're not that, you really aren't that good. But regardless.
You're the head coach.
Exactly. And the guy won the Super Bowl. So
yes,
in all fairness, that's unbelievable.
And that's why there were those.
You got to deal with that.
I remember Derek Gunn tweeted it out, and then other people after D. Gunn, as days went on, after Doug Peterson was fired. I remember D. Gunn's words were, just spoke with Doug Peterson. He's at peace. And listen, I'm sure Doug Peterson wants to be a head coach in the NFL. But when you're dealing with that consistently, I mean, come on.
Who wants to deal with that? That's crazy, dude. That's insane. Anyway, let me get back to the phone lines because I'm still flabbergasted by it. Let's go to Stan in Drexel Hill. Stan Lee.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's happening, Stan?
So a couple of things real quick. As far as I told you before we had this conversation, I refuse to speak about this team until the season starts. So I'm not even going to mention them by name because
all right. So let me ask you. Well, I'm sorry. Let me just indulge me just for a minute.
Right.
All right. I'll let you get all your stuff in. But when you hear a story like that, aren't you a little bit concerned or no?
No, I'm not concerned because I told you I've lost all interest in this team. So I'll put it like this. I'm never going to tell you that I'm not a fan of the team, right?
Right.
But as of right now, it's like being on punishment, right?
Yeah.
So they on punishment right now. I'm not even looking your way. So these stories that come out, it's literally a shoulder shrug to me because I have no type of enthusiasm. I have no type of energy, anything that you want to say, positive energy for the team.
I guess
so the more negatives that come out, it's just one of those things.
See,
where
the thing that worries me is that, with that, they'll never get a real coach.
No, and you're right, and it's not until things change, right?
Where are we going to go? Years without? It's going to be a mess.
All you can do is pray that you find some type of positives later on, and
wants
you go
to
from there.
throw in 23-mile-an-hour winds. If you're Nick Sirianni, you're going, "Oh, Mr. Laurie, listen, I'm grateful for the job and all, but I can't in good conscience throw the ball."
No, listen, I completely understand it, and I agree with you. I'm just saying, right now,
no, you're right.
As of April 12th,
listen, we got Sixers, we got Phillies.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. The Sixers and Phillies, and I know the Flyers have been disappointing this year, but at least the Sixers and the Phillies so far have given you something. So I'm not going to waste my energy and waste my time focusing on what that garbage the dumpster fire is doing right now, because that's what they're playing looking like right now. I'm going to give my attention to the guys who are working hard and doing something.
Sure.
Which brings me to my next point. I wanted to talk about Ben Simmons because I've noticed, a lot of people being down on him, and I understand why because of the numbers and the productivity. But one thing that I haven't heard personally, and I'm kind of questioning why I haven't heard it, but he has a lot of things going on apparently in his personal life.
Yeah, in fact, I mentioned it 40 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, there you go. I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
And I think that because I think if you look at the timeline wise,
you're right.
They're right there, man. When things started happening and you started hearing these things, I don't think it's a coincidence that his productivity has gone down. Now, I'm not saying
I think he's going through something. I do. I agree.
Right.
Obviously, it's been out there on Twitter with his sister, and it's an awful situation.
Exactly.
That
whole
horrible.
Thing it's crazy.
So you got a young guy, right? I mean, that's got to.
And he's torn in the middle.
Sure.
If you look at it, he just got the brother a car.
I know. I know.
But he's really close with the sister, so it's mind blowing. And for you to still go out there
close.
Yeah, exactly.
He's very close to his sister. I
go out
agree
there
with
and
you.
hoop and try to hoop, man. That's crazy. So I think a lot of people need to kind of fall back.
Yeah, my heart
they need
goes
to fall
out
back
to
and
them.
look at that, man.
I
Yeah,
agree with you.
So that was really it. I just think people need to kind of, before they start bashing again, you got to look at it. It's more than just basketball at this point right now. And I think more people need to acknowledge that before they go ahead and cast their stones, you know?
Yeah. Listen, I'm with you.
All right, guys. Take it easy, man. Thank you very much.
I like it. You're right. Now, listen, I mean, God forbid, it's a horrible situation.
Oh, it's awful. When I was reading her tweets, I was like, oh God.
Your heart goes out to her.
Yeah.
And then I heard people go, well, why she got to tweet that out? Well, I don't know.
She can do whatever she wants.
Well, that was my point. It was like, she's a victim. She's a victim.
What's the thing? Do you not want victims speaking out? That's the problem.
Exactly. I'm thinking, what's wrong with you? So I was talking about this with my cousin. So my cousin Joe, he ran into Ben, and he ran into Ben and his sister it was like on the turnpike at one of the rest stops.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and he goes, normally, me, I'm not going to say anything. But he goes, no, because nobody was around him.
It's Ben. He's 7 feet tall.
And he goes, God, we love our bands. We love our Sixers. So he said, he went up to him and was like, something proud of you, young brother, something like, whatever, something like that.
Right.
It's great to have you, and, wish nothing but the best. And my cousin's a sweetheart of a guy, right? So he gives him and so Ben shakes his hand, and he turns, he looks at his sister, because they were together, and she lights up. She's got this big smile, like really genuine.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she's probably happy that there's a nice fan and all that kind of stuff.
Whatever. Again, when it comes to stuff like that, I mean,
it's like Stan said, it's deeper than basketball.
Right. Let's talk to Joe. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Joe.
Good afternoon, guys. How are you today?
What's up, my brother?
I just want to touch base real quick. You talking about what sports means to you. I got two dates for you. July 26, 2010, and October 29, 2008. The first date, you used to work back at the old station. I called in, talked to you guys. First Phillies game I ever took my daughter to. You wished her a happy birthday. It was one of the greatest things ever. The same day I took her to, she got to meet Roy Halladay. The man shook my hands. I don't think I've washed my hands since. The second date was when the Phillies won the World Series in 2008. It was the last Phillies game I watched with my pop before he passed away. So the Phillies hold a place in my heart that no other team can. I bleed for 4, but the Phillies are up there. They can go 0 for 162. I will still rep the flag, rep the red, but
sure.
They hold a place in my heart, and so do you guys, man. So do you. I still play that.
Oh, Joe, thank you, brother.
Your producer emailed me the clip, my segment, my call. I have it in my email from 2010. I still play it every year for her birthday.
Oh, that's fabulous.
I wake her up to it. She gets embarrassed because I say her name on the air and stuff like that.
How old was she then?
She was 2010, so she was like 8. She's in college now, so I still play for her. I call her up, her birthday. I play for her.
Oh, you're the man, brother.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate that.
That's fantastic.
That's what Phillies means to me. That's what the Phillies mean to me. So they can, like I said, they can do.
Dude, it's true, and there is something about because baseball, the frequency in which they play, it's just the summertime. They have a spot, right? Like they got a spot. All 4 teams have a spot, but they got a spot. I agree.
Like I said, that holds a whole, that phone call, getting that clip holds a great, great spot for me,
man.
But then, meeting Roy Halladay and then winning the World
Series,
man.
That's what it's about, brother. Listen, I told you, and Joey, God bless you, brother. I'm at a funeral for my friend's dad. His brother is doing the eulogy, and his brother talks about getting Flyers tickets. And the whole thing about his father said, all right, listen, I'll take you down there to the Spectrum. You get your tickets. And, that's what sports is here. That's what these teams. This is why it's funny because they give you lip service, but I don't think anybody really understands it unless you were born and raised there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like the few, there's some people that work for the Sixers I know are local. A couple people work for the Eagles. That Don Smolenski. A couple people are Philly people. They understand it. What it is. The Phillies people are all Philadelphians, and
But then you get some outsiders.
Well,
like Andy McPhail.
Right.
That we do, you do, we don't, we don't. You just said that to a city that loves sports. And when the Phillies are good, I know people checked out over the last couple years. I don't blame anyone. But they had a sellout streak for damn near 5 years.
Yeah.
So when McPhail says something like that, you go, yo, dude, who are you? And you could just walk in here and say that.
Well, it's why it always angered me, because I always felt like that regime treated the fan base poorly.
Right. I agree.
I don't think they respect the fan base.
No, not at all.
Again, you know how sometimes these guys, they get caught up in their stature within the game.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
It's a shame. Carlos, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. What's happening, Los?
Yo, Andy.
What's going on, my man?
Nothing. Long time no talk. But listen, with this whole thing with Doug Peterson and Howie and Jeff, I'm thinking maybe that's why he came off looking so bad in his press conference, because he's always thinking about, well, whatever I say here is going to be coming back to me on Tuesday. What do I say? What do I do?
Yeah.
That's why he never got any better at it. I mean, that's horrible. I mean, the poor guy, no wonder he was snapping at everybody, because, the press
I
going
guess
out.
so. Yeah, like they're breaking your balls after you beat the Packers on a short week on the road. What are you kidding me?
You got to be going in there and go, Jesus Christ!
I
no
know.
wonder. 'Cause, I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, and then he's got to hear this from two supposed non-football guys, and he's got to hear it from like the press and some. He's got to be going, what the hell do I got to do? Because they did this even after he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, again, some of this stuff is crazy. After Peterson's first year as head coach in 2016, he fought to keep Frank Reich, right? Pushing back against doubts from above, Peterson put his foot down again with Groh and Walsh, saying he wanted both coaches to return. That's when Lurie reminded the coach who makes the final calls at the NovaCare complex. Peterson was given 24 hours to make the moves.
Emotional intelligence.
Or else he'd be fired. Oh, man. I mean, that's tough working conditions right there.
That's one of those things where you come in and you go, do I just show up drunk to this interview? Because there's no way I'm going to have the right answer.
You got to be kidding me, Carlos. That's crazy.
I mean, you got to think about it. The poor guy's there and going, I won and I got to explain myself. I mean, that's ridiculous.
No, I know. I mean, and here's the thing. Howie takes the bullets. But if Jeff's on his case about not throwing enough and wins, I mean, that should tell you the whole story right there.
It's beyond belief, because now I look at it and I go, our owner is worse than the Dallas owner now. Because at least the Dallas owner plays football and understands football.
Yeah,
this guy doesn't out.
When you read this story, and the one with Jeff McClain, you go, wow. And in fact, Los, you start coming away with less angst about Howie and more angst about Jeffrey.
Hey, he's running a dictatorship.
I mean, that's what the story's painting in The Athletic.
Yeah, saying to remember who has the final say here. I mean, he's the coach. Like, he should have his guys.
Listen.
Now, do I think Groh and Walt should have stayed?
No.
So I actually don't blame Mr. Lurie.
No. I don't. But it's funny because half of me's on Lurie's side,
right?
With some of the decisions, I go, dude, what are you doing, Carson?
Right.
Well, come on, man. And then, but here's funny.
At some point, you got to let the coach do his thing.
Yeah, I guess. But, here's the problem, too. Lurie is long. This is from the story. Lurie has long considered the organization at the forefront of innovation, and the impression among Peterson's supporters in the building was that Lurie's weekly questions were largely based on post-game reports produced by the team's analytics staff. Can you believe that? That he's looking at these analytic dudes.
That's gross.
I mean, how long would you last in that job?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of, you see it now. D. Gunn and others spoke with Doug. He's at peace. John Clark's podcast.
What did I tell him? Yes.
You were saying he seemed like he was gleaming.
He was. He was beaming. He's sitting there in Florida, cashing $5 million check. Say, hey, Mr. Lurie, thank you. Life's good. I don't have to deal with you guys.
Emotional intelligence.
That's insane. This story's insane. All right, 610-632-0975, 610-632-0975. Let's talk about, yes, Parks Casino, Street Road in Ben Salem, the 4 for 4 sports book and casino of choice. So we got a couple hometown squads tonight. That's how it works, when it comes to the Parks Casino and Sportsbook. It's the way to bet the home team. So Phil's a dog tonight against that David Peterson. So Anderson v. Peterson. Not Doug Peterson. I like the over in this game. 8.5. I think you got over.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's an over all day long in that game. And then, of course, Sixers and Mavs tonight. And, see. I don't have a feel for the Sixers tonight. We'll talk about it coming up next hour. But all these bets that Chunas and I always talk about. And, by the way, we got to give you an update on the home run. The streak continues, Chunas. That's right. Just don't forget Parks Casino. In fact, go to parkscasino.com/PA. You get a risk-free bet up to $500. Just remember, you got to be in Pennsylvania. You got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Controversial W. This Fanatic Sports Update is brought to you by Natural Lawn. Natural Lawn of America is safer for your lawn, kids, and pets. Schedule for their full-service program. Get free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. Natural Lawn of America, greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed. Phillies beat the Braves last night, 7-6 in a wild come-from-behind win. Third baseman Alec Boehm slid home with the eventual winning run that caused controversy. They'll play the Mets tonight. Chase Anderson's on the mound. Sixers beat the Thunder over the weekend, 117-93. They face the Mavs tonight at 7:30. Hear that game on the Fanatic. Flyers fell to the Sabres yesterday, 5-3. Whether it's next day delivery or getting involved in their local communities, Napa goes above and beyond to serve you because their motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Stick with the Fanatic all day long. For breaking news and updates, I'm Natalie Eganoff for 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Drowning in IRS debt? If you can't afford to pay your IRS debt due to economic hardship, you can now be free of IRS collection efforts by taking advantage of a special IRS tax hardship program. This program allows Americans who owe the IRS to resolve their delinquent tax debt once and for all. In some cases, maybe even reducing what you owe significantly. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Simply dial 800-506-6041. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back or have years of unfiled tax returns, help is standing by. Just call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-506-6041 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-506-6041 to see if you qualify. That's 800-506-6041.
Hi guys, this is Dr. Avidan Appel from Iron Mountain Men's Health. Every day I speak with patients with a variety of symptoms that include fatigue, low energy, decreased sex drive, all of which are common symptoms of low testosterone or erectile dysfunction. Every day I help these patients through a variety of treatment options and a customized program program created for their specific situation. A program that's safe and effective, not just some magic pill. As a patient at Iron Mountain Men's Health, we create a custom treatment program just for you, and you see a real physician every time you visit. If you want your old life back with more energy, better sleep, a higher sex drive, and the confident performance you used to have, the first step is to call and make an appointment, or fill out the Contact Us form at ironmountainmenshealth.com. That's ironmountainmenshealth.com. And don't forget to mention you heard us on The Fanatic.
It's John Kincaid for my friends at Window Nation. Look, that weather's getting warmer. You feel it, right? And you want to crack open your windows and let the fresh air in. Well, your windows may be cracked. They may be outdated. That's why the spring rush is the perfect time for you to take on the improvement project. Get new windows from Window Nation. And if you act now, beat the rush. Window Nation's going to give you 50% off every style of window. We're talking bows, bays, picture, garden windows, every style, every color. Plus, get this, 0% interest for 18 months. That is a great deal. 0% interest. You're going to love it. And this is with a company with an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau with over 1 million windows installed. Why don't you beat the rush? Window Nation will give you 50% off every style window, every color window, plus 0% interest for 18 months. Call 866-90-NATION, 866-90-NATION, or do your window shopping online at windownation.com and tell them John Kincaid sent you.
Well, if you have a dad bod but have no kids, well, set yourself up for weight loss success by doing a juice cleanse by squeezed.com.
All right, Mike. So, beach season's coming up, and I want to look and feel great for the summer. I was nervous about not having energy and being hungry between juices, but it's not the case. I felt great. I was able to continue with my workouts for my heart health, and because juicing is the fastest delivery of vitamins and minerals.
And you can get same-day delivery if you go to squeezed.com and order by 1 p.m. The juices will come by 9 p.m. the same day. That's squeezed.com.
When you're injured on the job, you need someone who will fight for you, someone who can stand up to the insurance companies, and someone who knows the laws in Pennsylvania. Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. They wrote the book on workers' compensation in Pennsylvania, and they will fight for you. Visit PAWorkinjury.com now. That's PAWorkinjury.com. When you're hurt at work, turn to the team you can trust. With offices in Center City, Bristol, and Malvern, our attorneys are ready to listen and give you the justice you deserve. Call or click today. Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers.
Making popcorn for movie night?
Whoa, who are you?
This is your wake-up call from TracFone Wireless. What if every time you tried a new streaming service, you had to buy a new TV?
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, some wireless companies do that when you switch. Make you buy a new phone.
Right.
But TracFone Wireless lets you keep your phone and your number and your network, and gives you unlimited talk and text starting at $20 a month.
Seriously, who are you?
This is your wake-up call, people. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control. Oh, you're burning it.
Oh, no.
See terms and conditions at TracFone.com.
The 2021 NFL Draft is coming to Cleveland, and you can be a part of the action at the NFL Draft Experience, taking place outside First Energy Stadium April 29th through May 1st. The 2021 NFL Draft Experience is a free football celebration and open to families and fans of all ages. Spaces are limited, and you must sign up for tickets in advance. Download NFL One Pass today to reserve your free ticket. Tickets will sell out, so download NFL One Pass to reserve your free ticket and watch the draft live on NFL Network, ABC, ESPN, and ESPN Deportes.
Hi, this is Don Gallinal, owner of Respectable Roofing. We are a family-run company serving Philadelphia and the surrounding counties for over 15 years. At Respectable Roofing, we believe in treating our customers with respect. We provide all of our customers with high-quality, personalized service at a reasonable price. So give us a call today at 215-681-0409 for all your roofing needs. Our name says it all. Respectable Roofing, where respect matters.
Let's talk a little Bagster. Yeah, the Bagster. Listen, it's a little chilly, rainy today, overcast. Don't worry, because all Bagster bags, they'll be ready for those spring cleaning days, man. We're going to have some coming up for sure, and you got to get the house ready. Yeah, you want to make sure that, you maybe doing the basement, you're doing the bathroom, you're doing the garage, you clean out the attic, you clean out the basement, whatever it is. It's why I love the Bagster. It handles all the jobs. That's right. Landscaping, you name it. The Bagster bag. You can find it at Home Depot, Lowe's, local home improvement stores everywhere. All the hardware stores around the area have it. It's a 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag for just $29.99. That's it. It's got all the girth of those unsightly metal dumpsters but it handles all that. It handles all the job, and it's easy. It comes in a bag. You want to wrap it, right? You buy it, you unwrap it, you fill it at your leisure, and the next thing you know, boom. When you're done, you call Waste Management. They come pick it up. Just go to thebagster.com for all the details. Anthony Gargano done you clean up this spring with the Bagster dumpster in the back.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Home of 76ers basketball.
And a jam, and B with a slide jam.
Flyers hockey.
It's time! Travis connecting.
And Anthony Gargano, weekdays from 10 to 2.
To you, dude. I love you.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, 1 o'clock across the Delaware Valley. It's a Monday. Tunis, I missed this because, I was occupied this morning being with a dear friend of mine for his dad's funeral and, great family. At St. Monica's in South Philly. We were, it was a sad day. And I didn't get a chance to say this, and I could use it because it's feel good all the way. Phillies, well, they avert the sweep last night. And who cares if you thought he was safe when he was out, but it doesn't matter. They got the break. Listen, plenty of times the break will go against them. So let's go. Good for the Fightins. And I got one thing to say. Play the song.
Didi pops that one into the opposite field. Ozuna's got it. Bohm's going to try it. Here he comes, and he's safe at the plate. Wow! On a shallow fly ball into left field. They roll the dice with Ozuna's arm, and Bohm is able to score on a bang-bang play at the plate.
You are the man. You know who's not the man? Ozuna. Bobby Abreu. That was a feeble throw, dude. That was borderline. That was Quinn-esque.
It was only 2 hops, though, whereas Quinn's was like 12.
Come on, dude. You gotta give me better than that.
Yeah, you're right.
That was horrible.
That was a bad throw.
The Bomer.
I'm still waiting for touch home. Hey.
All right.
We'll take it. A win's a win, man.
Damn straight.
Take everything we can get. And as you said, it'll even out. There's going to be a call that we hate. We had a couple callers already complain about the strike zone for Wheeler the other night.
Right. It's even. It's called It's always even Steven.
Exactly, man.
So, I didn't get a chance. We would have started the show that way.
With a little play of the song, yeah.
With a little play of the song, Tunis. And then I would ask you, how was your weekend to Tunis?
Oh.
I heard you got all wackadoodled over there yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday we, in quotations, watched the Masters with a couple of people. That was a good time. Yeah, we started watching at 12:30. Made a trip out back where the TV wasn't. And we watched the final couple of holes. So yesterday was great. Saturday, the weather was beautiful.
Saturday, gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, it was fantastic. I went golfing Saturday, which was nice.
Gorgeous.
I was 6 inches from a hole in one, which I will see that shot in my dreams because it was spinning back, but the greens were just aerated, so there was sand on the greens, so it slowed down.
Wow.
Now, let me tell you, I'm not
serious?
a good golfer. So, that to me was a lucky shot, right?
Yeah, oh, my God. That would have been incredible.
And it had backspin on it. And if there was no sand on the green, because they just aerated it, I get it. We paid to play.
You would have got it.
It could have gone in.
Oh, my God.
So,
wow.
Listen, I'm not a good golfer, so to me, I was like, damn, that was very close.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I had a good time. I told the story yesterday. There's a guy.
Hold on, could you imagine?
I would have quit. I would have stopped playing. There's a guy yesterday when
I had to drop the mic, drop the clubs.
Yeah,
sure.
I was with a couple guys, but I would have just rode the cart the rest of the time.
Yeah.
But a guy in jean shorts is on the course, which you can't go jean shorts on a golf course.
Why? It's frowned upon.
Yeah. No, listen, I know the Jordan story with you.
The jorts.
Yeah, you can't go jorts on a golf course unless it's like.
Yeah, but listen.
So I've been on a few courses where it's like $15 after 2:00. Fine.
Right.
But this was like a nicer course.
Listen, dude. I was 23 years old.
Right.
When I did the golfing thing with Jordan, when I was doing the story. And I showed up in a tank top. By the way, it's 100 degrees and humid in Chicago.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just figuring I'll catch some rays. But whatever. I was a naive kid, stupid kid.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I can see where
can't go George. Come on, man.
I want to see I want to hear Mike Miss rail on
you can't go George. And the other thing, of course it was the Jort man. So the course in Linfield's very tight, like all the holes are kind of near each other. He picked up one of the dude's balls that I was playing with. Like it literally just rolled up to him and he went, "Oh, look, a ball," and he picked it up and put it in his jeans short pocket.
Jort?
Yeah.
Jort
so
pocket.
violation 1 is picking up the ball. Violation 2, violation 1 would be walking out of the house in the jorts.
Right.
Yeah, that's violation 1. But then you can't pick up the ball.
You know,
come on, man.
Here's the one thing, though. You guys have lots of problems, golfers. There's always issues. I'm always here. Like, there's a lot of complaining going on.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I play.
Michael complain all the time.
Yes, he will.
Well, this guy, there's all kinds of violations.
Oh, constantly. Like our man Connor Thomas.
You guys don't make it sound fun.
I love Connor. But Connor once went sleeveless on the golf course.
Right. Well, that's a violation.
Come on, dude.
I get it. That's a violation. I agree. If I was if I was capable of being decent, not good, like not awful.
Yeah.
That I'm in.
Like Saturday was the best.
I actually like it. I like the concept of it.
Saturday was the best round of my life, and I still only shot 93. Like I wasn't
93 shot. That's
yeah,
awesome.
dude, I felt amazing. But I know there's people that are listening right now that go 93.
Oh, dude,
I shoot in the 80s, and I'll go, all right, good for you.
Dude, 93.
I don't have time to go out.
Okay, that's a great thing. Don't listen. First of all, that's great. First of all, the two things nobody cares about:
golf game and fantasy sports.
You got it, bro.
Bang.
You nailed that. That's the truth.
Damn right it is. How was opening day?
Yes.
Saturday. How was it?
It was great.
All day, right?
For you, the Tunis.
Oh yeah.
I was asking for the Tunis. It was the opener of the Little League.
Yeah, you had the pictures.
The Harrison Township Little League.
Pictures, home run derby, I'm sure.
That's right, the pictures.
How did Moss do in the derby? Did he compete?
No, because the derby was I wasn't home yet.
Okay.
For the derby, I grabbed him. We went over for the pictures, and he's too cool to be in pictures with Dad. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
He and like I'm the manager for his team, the coach of his team, so I had my arm on his shoulder. And he kept like flicking it off.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Hey, he's on that stage, man. He's like he's too cool.
Now let me ask you something.
But here's the thing. So he's got to get ripped today by Massimo.
What happened?
I got to rip him.
Why?
Listen, I'm keeping it real. I don't get my own kid or not. I would have booed his ass. In fact, if it was for his other team, I would have sat his ass down. He's on first base.
Mm-hmm.
Kid rips a shot. RJ, my man RJ, who I love.
Yeah.
Little RJ rips a shot. Moss don't run. Not paying attention.
Not paying attention?
He doesn't run. In fact, he gets forced out. Force out.
At second. Where'd the ball go? To the outfield?
Yeah, and these are
dude.
Yeah. Force out.
You gotta give him the always on your toes speech.
Dude,
always paying attention.
The only I never listen, I coach the kids like they're 8 years old, so I don't yell at them.
Right.
But him I yell at.
Yeah. My dad did this.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, they all get love and praise, but he'll get the wrath.
He's your son, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, come on, man. You gotta be paying attention. Bad work out of you, Moss.
He got forced out. Double. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, dude, you better run. And then afterwards, I go, who do you think you are? You think you're Mike Trout? I go,
wow. Come on, Moss.
Yeah. I go, you're barely a trout in the ocean.
Gotta get your head in the game there.
Not really. No head in the game. Deserved to get ripped.
Man, it's disappointing.
I would have benched him too if it was like one of those. If it was more competitive league,
right?
Like if it was the other league he plays in, like the Heat,
where guys actually start and
I would have said you're out, sit down. You're not playing the rest of the game. Now, is that a violation to bench your own kid?
No,
of course not. Right?
No,
teaching him a lesson.
Well, yeah, he's young. He's got to learn.
Yeah,
you got to be running.
You don't run.
That's bad work out of him.
That's bad.
And when you tell me he wasn't paying attention, it's one thing if he froze on the line drive, then that's a good play.
No.
But he wasn't even paying attention.
He wasn't paying attention.
Well, Moss?
Nah, violation. George in Mount Airy. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. George A.
Cuz, what's up, man? So, getting over this emotional weekend. And just so happened that my client's mother texted me and said he's not feeling well. I don't have to go to work. So I'm like, yes, I get to listen to your show. So I'm here at home just getting some stuff done, listening to your show, and you guys start talking about this article.
Yeah.
Why is it, like, I was just telling, I guess it was your producer, whoever answered the phone.
Yeah, George.
That I'm not even mad with the Eagles organization no more. It's more irritation with this owner. It's more irritation. And as I'm sitting here waiting for you guys to put me on, I'm like, this drafting Jalen Reagor last year is making more and more sense to me now.
Yeah.
And it's sad. And no disrespect to Jalen Reagor, he might turn out to be a nice receiver. I hope so. I hope I'm wrong, and he turns out to be an All-Pro, Pro Bowl receiver. I hope so. But it explains the pick, and it's like these owners. It's just you guys y'all don't get it, and it's annoying.
Well,
it's annoying.
Let me go back to the article for you. Right now, again, this is out of the Athletic, and here you go. You ready?
I don't even know the gist of it. I'm
right, so here's a little nugget for you. There's a guy, Alec Halaby, who's the Eagles' vice president of football operations and strategy. Now, he runs the team's 4-person analytics department. He's a young executive with an Ivy League pedigree, all right?
Right.
And according to multiple sources, a rift grew between Halaby and some members of the coaching staff and scouting department. So you got the dude, the Ivy League dude, running around telling the football guys what to do. And they're like, yo, get the hell out of my face.
And it's no disrespect to anybody who has a degree.
No, that's beautiful that you have. But don't tell the guys who have been there and been through the ranks over and over again. It's unbelievable.
And look, Doug will never get disrespect from me. Never. Are there some things that are questionable on his coaching, especially from last season? Yes. Can't deny that. But he would never get disrespect from me. And it's just this is what we have to do, and we have to keep. You know what I was just thinking, and I was actually telling a family member. I remember when I was a kid, not a kid, a teenager, and the whole Reggie White thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I remember when they interviewed his wife, and she said adamantly, Reggie did not want to leave here. He did not, and I believe her. I'm sorry, I believe her. I don't believe. Tell me if I'm wrong, but they said that Reggie didn't want to be here, and
right.
And, I'm trying to remember all of it.
Well, he didn't want to be. He was done, and he got a big offer, and
right.
Listen, he liked Philadelphia, but listen, he played for the owner was terrible. The Norman Brady was awful. I mean, we went through a lot, so he was done.
Lastly, before you cut me off, I still don't know. I caught the middle of it about the whole Ben Simmons situation. So if you can briefly tell me about that.
I'll do that. And thank you, George. I'm glad you got a day off, man. Relax a little bit. So Ben's sister tweeted about something personal that really is not. She tweeted it publicly, so but it makes me uncomfortable talking about it. About her half brother and being molested, and it's just an awful, 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 awful situation. And Ben obviously is in the middle of it, and it's a terrible situation for her. I my heart goes out to her, and my heart goes out to Ben because he's caught in this thing, and you're trying to play basketball in your mind. I'm sure your mind's with your family, and you got all kinds of stuff going through, and nobody knows all the details and all the other stuff. And it's a lot for particularly a young player to have to handle.
Yeah, and in her thread of tweets, she was saying how people in her family, I'm guessing her parents, tried sweeping it under the rug a lot because they didn't. Keep quiet, don't talk about this kind of thing. And I guess she said that she really started remembering it over the last couple of years, and then she wanted to talk about it. And she put it out there, and I'm sure, unfortunately, it seems like there may have been some backlash from the family, which is just terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
And like
really
you said,
is.
Ben loves her. Like, they're tight, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, it's just an awful situation.
So, I got to continue with this Hallaby situation. Andrew, where have we seen this before?
Sixers, Phillies.
Yeah.
Not the Flyers yet.
It's amazing. The Phillies are finally on the right path. Why? Because they got rid of these dudes. What are they thinking?
I don't know, man. They're letting the baseball people, the basketball people, make the decisions now. And look, one's in first place of the Eastern Conference, one's in first place of the National League East.
Listen to this. One source described the analytics team as a clandestine black ops department that doesn't answer to anybody except the owner. What? Are you kidding me? This is embarrassing.
And so you start thinking like, oh my God, what kind of power, what little power did Doug Peterson have? Remember that the fourth down or the 2-point conversion where they were down 3, or excuse me, they were down 4. If you get the 2-point conversion, you're only down 2, a field goal wins it. If you don't get it, you're down 4, and a field goal does not tie it. And when he was asked about it, he said, well, the decision came from upstairs.
Yeah.
Like the analytics, he called the play, and it was an awful play call.
Yeah.
But the decision to go for it was not his.
Wasn't his.
So how much power did he actually have as the head coach of the football team?
Yeah, I feel bad.
How much power will Nick Sirianni have as the head coach of this football team?
I mean, all they want is a stooge.
Right.
You got this dude Hallaby's running the team.
And when Sirianni came in, they said, hey, make sure you throw the ball. Right? Based off of these stories.
Frustration mounted on the scouting side as well. Rather than being presented with reasons for where certain draft-eligible players were rated by Hallaby's department, the scouting staff would simply be given a list of players the analytics department liked. According to one source, a top personnel official was upset to find out Hallaby was grading players on his own, despite never having been trained in the scouting department's methodology. Oh, my God.
So what, he read Pro Football Focus?
Oh, my God.
Is that what it was?
This is horrible.
That Crocker, you know what?
Lurie's investment in analytics is substantial. In addition to Hallaby's staff, the owner brought in Warren Sharp of SharpFootballAnalysis.com.
That's who the bro was talking about a few weeks ago with how he thinks he's going to be a good fantasy football quarterback. Wait, we're hiring Warren Sharp?
who provides a weekly offensive game plan report during the season.
No!
Oh, my God. Oh, my
No wonder he
God.
thinks highly of Jalen Hurts this year. He works for the team.
Wow. Dude, this is so bad. Before the 2018 draft, the Eagles installed a state-of-the-art draft room across the building. Like, you spent all this money, and they can't pick their nose. And they have spent all this money on all these dudes. Are you crazy? I mean, really. What did I say? That the number 12 pick is idiot proof?
It wasn't how. It's not Howie proof.
Here's the thing. That ain't Howie. It may be idiot proof, but it's not Hallaby proof.
Right.
It's not Mr. I went to an Ivy League school proof. I know the numbers. Are you kidding me? You wonder why they like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. You wonder why they went, no, we don't like Justin Jefferson. Because you remember all that talk about how high Jalen Reagor jumps? Seriously.
Yep.
If the dude's undersized on the outside, who cares if he can jump? That's the dumbest thing in the world. That's like a supermodel who can cook. Why don't I get the guy who's actually tall? Oh, my God. I can't tell you. How can anybody be okay with this? This is outrageous. I'm sorry. I got to tell you about my lawn. I want to go cry on my lawn right now. What the hell? At least I know that when I go down on my knees and cry on my lawn, because I don't see the Eagles ever being good again. Not with this group running things. At least I know they use 85% less chemicals. And my lawn is lush. That's right. Safer for my family and pets. When Massimo and I go out and have our catch, guess what? It's great, right? Because it's a lush lawn, and it's not taken care of by some cookie cutter lawn service, right? Everybody's treatment's different, custom. And I'm telling you, the whole reduced chemical pesticide use by 85% is a big deal. All right? I get the results I want, the peace of mind I deserve. Take advantage of the limited time offer. Schedule Natural Lawn's full-service program. Get free seeding every year. That's free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED, 800-FREE-SEED, FREESEED. Choose my lawn care company, Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
Fanatic Sports Update.
A comeback win. This Fanatic Sports Update is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Whether it's next day delivery or getting involved in their local communities, Napa goes above and beyond to serve you because their motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Phillies beat the Braves last night 7-6 in a come-from-behind win. Third baseman Alec Boehm slid home with the eventual winning run that caused controversy. They'll play the Mets tonight. Chase Anderson is on the mound. Sixers beat the Thunder over the weekend 117-93. They face the Mavs tonight at 7:30. Hear that game on the Fanatic. Flyers fell to the Sabres yesterday 5-3. They'll play the Capitals tomorrow night. At CVS, you could earn up to $50 in extra bucks each year just for filling prescriptions. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states. See CVS.com/RX rewards or pharmacy for details. Stick with the Fanatic all day long for breaking news and updates. I'm Natalie Eggenoff for 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
A look ahead to this week in Philly sports. Brought to you by Comcast Business. Bounce forward.
The Sixers are back on the hardwood tonight versus the Mavs, Wednesday versus the Nets, and Friday versus the Clippers. Hear all three games on the Fanatic. The Flyers are back on the ice Tuesday and Thursday versus the Penguins, Saturday versus the Caps, Sunday versus the Islanders. Hear all four games on the Fanatic.
When the unexpected comes calling, bounce forward with Comcast Business. Get internet speeds of up to a gig and a network with added security. Learn more at ComcastBusiness.com.
Imagine feeling the freedom of 20/20 vision without the hassle of foggy glasses and contacts. Well, thanks to the LASIK Vision Institute, that freedom could be yours. The LASIK Vision Institute has officially taken away everything standing in your way. We're now offering 20% off LASIK with our latest Wavelight laser when treated in April. Go to LASIK.com to see this offer and see if LASIK is right for you. Plus, LASIK has never been more convenient. The procedure typically only takes 15 minutes, and most patients can get back to work the next day. The LASIK Vision Institute offers the latest FDA-approved LASIK technology, and our expert medical teams have performed over 1.3 million procedures. Technology and experience, all more affordable than you might imagine, especially with 20% off. Go to LASIK.com today to schedule your free consultation and start feeling the freedom of better vision. That's LASIK.com. Must mention this promotion and be treated in April 2021 to qualify. 20% off standard price of Wavelight procedure. Cannot be combined with any other offers. Go to LASIK.com for details. Patient age 40 and over will likely experience the need for reading glasses. Individual results vary.
Breakfast is sizzling at Wawa with 2 for $4 sizzly breakfast sandwiches in all your favorite varieties, like Applewood smoked bacon, egg and cheese on a buttery croissant, or sausage, egg and cheese on a bagel. For a double delicious breakfast on the go, pair your favorite sizzly breakfast sandwiches with our new Sizzly Burrito. Stop by Wawa and grab any 2 Sizzlies for $4. Available 5 to 11 a.m. Limited time only. Gotta have a Wawa. Wawa is your energy headquarters for drinks to power your day. Like the new Red Bull Dragon Fruit beverages for a burst of tropical flavor in every energizing sip. Pick up a can or order a Red Bull Dragon Fruit blended into a frozen fruit handcrafted smoothie. Or recharge with a refreshing handcrafted ice chiller. Stop into Wawa for a boost from the tropics and power up with a Red Bull Dragon Fruit beverage today. Gotta have a Wawa.
When it comes to retirement, there's no such thing as being too prepared. At Citadel Credit Union, we understand. Our local advisors will partner with you to plan for retirement today, so you can build strength for tomorrow. Schedule a complimentary checkup. Call 844-499-0430 or visit citadelbanking.com/retire. Citadel, building strength together. Investments offered through QSO Financial Services LP, member FINRA SIPC, are not NCUA insured, not credit union guaranteed, and may lose value.
That should do it with your new Anderson 400 series windows. So stylish and easy to install. I have these exact ones in my own home.
Honestly, John, we couldn't be happier.
They're perfect.
They last a long time. Don't think you'll be needing me again. So this is probably goodbye. Alex, Julie, we'll see ya.
I hate goodbyes.
Alex, John was our contractor.
Anderson 400 series are the windows contractors trust most. Learn more at andersonwindows.com. 2020 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors. Visit andersonwindows.com for warranty details.
What makes a home comfortable? It might be something you never thought about because you never had to. At PECO, we're always prioritizing your comfort and safety. That's why we invest over $250 million annually in natural gas systems and technologies to ensure safe, reliable natural gas. Because nothing is more soothing than safety. Visit PECO.com/naturalgas.
Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride? Welcome to the show, America. This is Ford Truck Month. Get the best deals of the year on the only trucks built Ford tough. Drive home the all-new, completely redesigned 2021 Ford F-150, the legendary performer Ford Super Duty, or the adventure-ready Ford Ranger. Work or play, count on Ford trucks to get the job done. But hurry, Ford Truck Month is one show you don't want to miss.
Introducing Fidelity Income Planning. We look at how much you've saved, how much you'll need, and help you build a straightforward plan to generate income, even when you're not working. A plan that gives you the chance to grow your savings and create cash flow that lasts. Plus, you can start, stop, or adjust your plan at any time. Talk to us today so we can help you go from saving to living. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE SIPC.
Let's go!
At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has wheels and an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast, like same-day pickup or next-day delivery fast. At Napa, when we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Same-day pickup and next-day delivery available at participating stores and on in-stock items only.
Well, if you have a dad bod but have no kids, well, set yourself up for weight loss success by doing a juice cleanse by Squeezed.com.
All right, Mike. So, beach season's coming up, and I want to look and feel great for the summer. I was nervous about not having energy and being hungry between juices, but it's not the case. I felt great. I was able to continue with my workouts for my heart health, and because juicing is the fastest delivery of vitamins and minerals.
And you can get same-day delivery if you go to Squeezed.com and order by 1 p.m. The juices will come by 9 p.m. the same day. That's Squeezed.com.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 97.5thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on radio.com. Live.
Hey, let's talk about pets. Yeah, man. Talk about our pets that we love. We talk about shopping local all the time. We love that. Always give out the Yo's. Well, I'm giving out the Yo 2 Pets Plus Natural. Not just the locally owned and operated, but their number one priority, it's why I love them, is the health of your dog and cat. They know how you feel about your pets. They're part of the family, right? You want them to live a long and healthy life. Well, so do the folks at Pets Plus Natural. Check them out at petsplusnatural.com today. Enroll in their free rewards program, Paw Points. Paw Points allows you to earn points on every purchase. Then you can spend those points like cash, meaning free dog and cat food. The knowledgeable and friendly team members are always standing by at all Pets Plus Natural locations to answer any questions you might have about your pet's food, treats, health needs, you name it. Remember, leash pets always welcome at Pets Plus Natural. They love meeting your furry family members. With several local stores, there's bound to be one near you. So check it out at petsplusnatural.com. That's petsplusnatural.com. And tell them Gagoots and Prima sent you.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now.
On 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, sit tight, please, because you know why? I'm kind of unnerved why nobody cares about this story. Now, I know that Jeff McClain just had a story about this earlier, but this is different. And this answers why they're so bad at the draft. It's because they got analytics people taking their guys. It's not even Howie. It's these black ops department that goes right to Lori.
Yeah, it's terrifying, man.
It's horrible. Tyrone, thank you. Tyrone cares. Because he's listen, I feel like I do this quarterly, actually more than that, almost weekly. I rail against the evil that is analytics.
Well, last week's railing of the analytics was, look how well the Phillies have played since getting rid of getting rid of it, but you know what I mean.
Look how
Hoskins is swinging the bat.
Right. Look at the Sixers. The minute, listen, I love Brett, but all he did was follow.
I need to grow a bomb
with that group.
Yep.
Oh God, it's horrible. These guys, when are they going to figure out that you got to know the sport? Okay, numbers don't tell the sport. You got to know the sport. I don't care what equations you come out to figure out how to dive into some sort of data. It doesn't work. You still got to understand the basics of blocking, tackling, what an athlete does. And these guys don't know.
Now, when do you think? So, 27.
Nobody cares.
2017 was Hallaby was hired. I think that's what the story says. So the Phillies did a deep dive for like 5 years, and they're finally coming out of it. So if we're following the 5-year plan, that means you got at least 2 more years of Hallaby Analytics running the show. That's another 2 years of computers running the football team.
Oh, my God. I just don't understand it.
Remember Doug talking about the green, yellow, and red zone card that he had? Not red zone, like 20-yard line. Hey, if it's 4th and 2 and I'm on the 40-yard line, that's yellow, or that's green. Green means go. But if I'm at the 48, it's yellow. No, it's feel. Hey, my offensive line has been bulldozing this defensive front all game. Let's go for it. No feel in analytics.
No.
None.
I mean, it's amazing. The virtual nature of the 2020 draft made things even less clear to the majority of the football operations staff. For the most part, last year's decisions were discussed in a small virtual room consisting of Howie, Lori, Peterson, and Andy Weidel. right? As a result, Rager, Hurts, and Davion Taylor mystified some scouts and coaches watching along at home like everybody else. Like they're going, what are you doing? Because what? Are you telling me this Hallaby dude has got the direct pipeline to Jeff saying, don't take Jefferson? I mean, really?
Yep. That's what it looks like.
Oh, my God. This is scary. No wonder why you got Sirianni. Because Sirianni's going to be like, yeah, all right. I'm just like, I love football. That's the only thing I love is football.
Now, is Hurts an analytics decision? I don't know.
Dude.
What was that all about?
No, I know the Hurts deal. The Hurts, listen, they overthought Hurts. They thought, they went, wow, we could save a lot of money by having Jalen as the backup to Wentz. Because Wentz has the proclivity of getting hurt, right?
Okay.
So if you got a guy like him behind him, well, chances are, look, we don't have to spend big money for a backup guy. We got a guy comes in, and I think that's how they viewed him, as like guy comes in, could win a couple games for you. Like that's how he would be. I don't think they viewed him as the guy, which was why I think they're stockpiling draft picks in case they got to go up to get the quarterback if it doesn't work out with Jalen. All right, sit tight because I need to hear from you guys. Because I think I'm going insane. First, time for some daily number. Now, I'm by no means an analytics guy or clairvoyant. However, you are my witness. 3 straight days I predicted home run hitters.
4.
That's right, 4.
Didi, Reese,
oh my God,
Freeman, and Springer.
Yes.
You went out of Philly too for one.
Oh my God. Correa.
It was
yes, Correa.
Sorry, Springer's not the Stroh.
Yeah, it was Correa. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Yeah. 4. I gave you 4. You know, you could bet the props and who hit home run. And all it is let me look at the matchup. Fly ball pitcher. Usually if you got a lefty against the righty, you get a guy that's swinging the bat well. You know, it's just you kind of have a little bit of a feel for the game, which anybody does. You too can get 4 straight home run hitters.
All right, so Anthony Damas, what do we got today?
I don't know.
I know the Bomer and Hoskins both went yard off this guy last time. Peterson, a few days ago.
I know. I'm afraid it's going to be cold up there. Not to say you can't hit home run in the cold.
Deep ballpark, New York.
Yeah, I'm not feeling
it. So today, stay away from giving us a home run man today?
I'm not feeling it. Hold on. Let me see if there's another game.
All right, while you do that, here.
I actually do like the Phillies to win, though.
I do, too.
Do you? Good.
Well, I mean, they have to crush Peterson again, which I think they can. Because you and I talked about Chase Anderson. Don't love his stuff.
No.
But if he gives you 5 innings to
not
earn.
Like Chase Anderson.
No. But I do like the Phils today as well. And let's see here. I like the Twins the first game of the day, by the way, 2:00.
You like J.A. Happ?
Yeah, I don't know if I like J.A. Happ more so than I don't really like Perez for the Red Sox. And,
here you go.
Perez is a lefty, and
here you go.
the Twins.
Here you go, Cruz.
Probably. Because here's the deal. The Twins mash left-handed pitchers. 2019, and a lot of the guys are still there. 2019, I made my bones taking the Twins whenever they face a lefty.
Well, you got Sano. You got Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
You got
that great Kyle Garlick in the beginning of the lineup.
The Garlick.
Andrelton Simmons bats like 7th for them, and he's hitting 400. Byron Buxton.
Buxton. I like Buxton.
Yeah, so pretty good team.
He's center fielder.
In the Twins. So I will take the Twins against the Sox.
Dude, I'll give you another guy. You gotta go Indians. And you gotta go over Tristan McKenzie strikeouts.
That's a good call.
Dude, this kid hums it.
Yeah. White Sox big hit and miss kind of team.
Sure.
That's a good call. I like that one.
5.5 plus 110. He'll get that in the 4th inning, dude.
That'd be nice. All right. I like that one.
Tristan McKenzie over. Are we really doing this? 5.5 strikeouts.
Yes, we are really doing it. I'll give you the Cincinnati Reds as road dogs traveling to the Gabe Kapler and the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah.
The reason why the Reds are averaging like 8 runs a ball game and that Anibal Sanchez is on the mound for the Giants. And so I
Anibal Sanchez or Aaron Sanchez?
Oh, Aaron Sanchez, sorry. But I like the Reds still.
I like the Reds too. Even though Wade Miley stinks.
He does.
But I agree with you. I
don't love the Giants offense, so
listen, I'm with you there. I like that. That's a good pick. That actually might be.
Take the Cardinals. Fetty on the mound for the Nats.
The fighting Fetty.
Yeah, Fetty kind of stinks.
Yeah, Fetty blows.
That's right, it stinks.
So take the Cardinals.
All right, hoops. Oh, 6-3 over Dallas.
In Dallas, all right. I like that number for the Sixers.
How about this? Joe's number dipped 27.5. He now goes up against pillows. You want to talk about pillow talk? There's nobody guards him. Take the over and be 27.5 tonight.
All right, and I might give you an under. Let me double check. Yep. Remember when Luka scored 19 against the Sixers last time because Ben just completely locked them down? 29.5 tonight.
Ooh.
Now, it is an ESPN Monday night game, so maybe Luka tries to go off.
Yeah.
But if Ben's on Luka...
Ben can't do anything. I mean, Luka can't do anything against Ben.
So, take the under in Luka.
Ben's like an octopus against him.
Damn right he is.
Dude, I like that a lot.
Under 29.5 for Luka.
That's your same game that you do all the time? Your same game parlay?
Sixers, Embiid, under for Luka.
Yeah. Dude. There you go.
Pelicans -2 against the Kings, by the way.
Why?
Two teams that don't play defense. They're not stopping Zion.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. You like that Pelicans team?
No, I don't like that team. I don't like either of those two teams.
They're a mutt team.
None of them play defense.
Utah's 11 over Washington? That's a rout. That's Route City.
I can never bet against Washington.
How about
Bradley Beal could score 60.
Denver, 4.5 at Golden State.
You see what happened to me yesterday, Denver? The Celtics, a 30-3 run.
Yeah.
From the third into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
I know. What do you think?
That's about it.
All right.
I mean, Brooklyn, 6.5 point favorites over the T-Wolves still, without Kyrie, for personal reasons again. You probably still take the Nets.
Yes, I agree. All right, it's your daily number for today. Let's get back to the phone lines. Let's go to where we at. Stevie, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Steve.
What up, cuz?
What up, Steve?
I'm never going to get sick of that, seriously. That's like one of the greatest drops in the history of drops. Anyway. So, you got me thinking. Like, I hadn't thought about it, but this story comes out, and I literally was like, whatever. And I didn't think about it till you brought it up. Like, why do I feel that way? I'm going to try to be brief. I'm sorry, I'm not real good at it.
No, that's all right.
I love the Eagles as a team. Love them. I will never stop loving them. They are my team. Bleed green, 4 for 4, all that stuff. But I don't like the organization. I don't. I don't think it's that different from saying I love the United States of America, but I don't like the current government. You know what I mean?
Right, sure.
And so using another political analogy, if you heard a story come out in the news that Bill Clinton had an affair when he was in office, your take on it would be like, oh, all right, whatever, because it's not surprising to you. You know what I mean?
Right. So you're desensitized.
I'm hearing these stories about how horrible this organization. One of the things, I was a huge, still am, Wentz fan, and one of the things I told my friend was, Wentz, hey, yeah, maybe he didn't do a great job getting out of town, but if I was working for a company that was run like that, I wouldn't want to work there either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's where I've gotten with this team. Like, you got people leaving because they're looking at the organization going, I don't want to work here.
See,
just look at
but you're right. But here's the thing that's really scary is that
sad, and I'm angry.
Right. Well, they've now handed this team over to the analytics people.
Well, it's not even that. If you go to something you preach all the time, these teams are owned privately; they're not public, but they got civic duties. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They're a representation of.
They should be a public trust. Yep.
But what I mean is like, hey, I can't vote Jeffrey Lurie out. Again, going back to politics, I can vote a politician out. Jeffrey Lurie owns the team. I'm sort of stuck with it, But he owes the people of Philadelphia who are fans who pay to see the product that he puts on the field, to do right by them, his clients. And I've just gotten to a point where I feel like they don't care. And maybe it's not even that they don't care. They're just so...
No, it's not. Listen, it's not that they don't care. Of course they care. The problem is he doesn't know what he doesn't know.
Right.
All he knows... Listen, I get it, right? If you own a major business, right? You're going to want to get the best people out there. So, of course, you're going to look to the Ivy League, and you're going to look for the smartest people, and you're going to look for edges wherever you can find them. But the issue, again, the analytic piece of it, the data piece of it, is just a tool. But they all go overboard, every one of them. The Phillies did it. The Sixers did it, and they lost.
Well, and I guess maybe going back to my original premise of that seems to be part of the crux of this article. But that all it really is just another story highlighting the whole of a poorly run organization.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're right about that.
I've gotten to a point.
So you're numb to it. Thanks, Stevie. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. So you're numb to this stuff. I guess I don't know. Listen, did I think that Doug was a great coach? No, I didn't. I didn't think so at all. So when Jeffrey Lurie puts him in the Inquisition, as stated in this story, all right, well, I would too. But here's where we part company. If Doug wins and beats the Packers by running the football, you got to be crazy.
Good game plan, Coach. That's all that needs to be said.
How could you criticize him for winning by running the ball? That tells me you got no business owning a team.
So here's a lock for you. I've played these bets a few times with Carson, depending on who they were facing. I thought they'd be losing. The pass attempts per game. Take the over week 1 for Jalen Hurts. Because Sirianni was told, we want you to, throw the ball.
Yeah.
I'd rather you throw it, 2 yards in the flat than run the ball.
How could you complain about winning a game? And he's on the team forever. He knows how hard it is to win a game.
Yeah.
Especially a Thursday night game in Green Bay. That's hard. John, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Johnny?
You.
What's up, buddy?
That last caller said he was mad, but he seemed incredibly calm to be mad about this, man. I'm over here literally shaking listening to you read this article, boss. I'm a humongous Eagles fan. I have a tattoo of an eagle face on my neck. So,
oh, damn. Listen, we're up against it, my brother. Do me a favor. Let's put a pin in it. Let's talk tomorrow, all right?
All right, boss.
All right, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Well, you went boss on me. I'm not the biggest boss fan, but that's all right. Everybody, stay tuned. Mikey Miss, Tyrone, Natalie coming up next. Listen, have a great day. Be careful. And do me a favor. Hug your loved ones, would you? All right, life's too short. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Comeback win. This Fanatic Sports Update is brought to you by Pets Plus Natural. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years with the area's largest selection of all natural pet foods, treats, and supplies to keep your furry loved ones happy and healthy. Visit PetsPlusNatural.com. Phillies beat the Braves last night 7-6 in a come-from-behind win. Phillies third baseman Alec Boehm slid home with the eventual winning run that caused controversy. They'll play the Mets tonight. Chase Anderson is on the mound. Sixers beat the Thunder over the weekend 117-93. They face the Mavs tonight at 7:30. Hear that game on the Fanatic. Flyers fell to the Sabres yesterday 5-3. They'll play the Capitals tomorrow night. At CVS, you could earn up to $50 in extra bucks each year just for filling prescriptions. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states. See CVS.com/RX rewards or pharmacy for details. Stick with the Fanatic all day long for breaking news and updates. I'm Natalie Eggenoff for 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, it's Cuz. Listen, baseball season now, full swing. But guess what? You're still good with your own spring training. Yeah, you know why? Because you can still get slimmer for summer. It only takes 4